I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
Some like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the morning show. My name is Phil Balabanos, and I would like to welcome you to the studio where we film the morning show. To my left, your right, I don't know, depends what device you're on. Hopefully not vertical. The Poseidon 6'9".
Still your left.
Still my left, huh? No, because, no.
No, still your left.
I'm just fucking with you. That is Poseidon, the Poseidon 6'9", producing the morning show and coming us straight from the land down under the Champlain Bridge. Under the bridge, George Tandrizos, the man from the Hard Bros. George has many a podcast. You thought I was going to cue you in there, huh? George has two podcasts. One is the Backstage podcast, where he talks to politicians backstage about stuff that goes on in the backstage, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it was a failed attempt, but he would take them into his car and lock the doors. It was a lot of thigh touching, I think.
That's very. What would how?
In the car?
With who?
Never mind.
Who would he bring?
He's. I'm having a hard time already because I'm tired, and you're making it harder.
Okay.
George also has the Just As Dads podcast. Go fucking watch it. I'm not plugging anything else. Poseidon ruined it for me.
Patreon.com/Pantelis, motherfuckers. Don't forget, I have a hit show on that.
No, he's not plugging himself. Anyways, go to patreon.com/Pantelis and support the Pantelis comedy channel.
Yes.
George, I know you like to do a little rambling and jambling and chitter-chattering. A lot of this before we do the news. So hit me with the this.
What's going on, guys?
Nothing.
Sorry I couldn't be there today, man. I really wanted to be there.
Yeah, what happened? Why aren't you here?
Yeah, I don't feel like it. No.
What?
I know. I got some work to do right after, so I wasn't gonna make it if I'd come into Montreal.
You have work to do.
Yeah, I got some places to be, people to meet.
Work. George has work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do your business. Do your business. Nothing's going on. We're just chilling. Doing the morning show. Hoping you're gonna say something interesting. I'm a little low energy today. I'm tired.
Yeah, I feel you.
Why are
What do you got?
why are you low energy, man? That's not nice.
My stomach hurts. A little under the weather. That's all. So
Yeah, I think we're talking about this with Poseidon.
Your little
with
my little tummy, the
your
boo
little
boo.
tummy hurts.
It has a boo boo. My tummy.
Hurts, Phil. Oh,
When my kids.
I'm sorry, Phil.
Have you queued up a sound effect?
No, I should have though because I was.
We're talking about this with Pantelis a while back. Fuck, it's like almost every month or month and a half, there's something wrong with Phil. Like there's something. Either
my
there's
stomach
allergies,
hurts.
either he's sick, stomach.
I don't know.
There has to be something.
My kids are.
First it
they
starts
get me
with
sick.
your head, then your tummy, then your pussy.
My pussy's fine, bro. It's fucking pristine. My pussy pristine, bro.
That's nice.
I don't know. I got a stomach. My stomach's been bugging me for a few days. It's unpleasant.
All right, so what are the news, Georgie?
Let's what do we start with, guys? A little follow-up from last week's stuff that we spoke about regarding the Oscars. There was news that came out on Friday about Will Smith, the decision that the Academy took on Will Smith. I don't know if you guys saw that. So he's banned for 10 years from attending anything that the Academy organizes, whether it's the Oscars or any other related event. The Oscar will remain his, so they're not gonna remove the Oscar that he won, which I think is a good thing. I think I haven't seen the movie. I don't doubt that he was good in it, so I don't think that he should be penalized for that. He can't attend, he can't present, he can't do anything in relation to the Academy.
That's hilarious.
However, he could keep
Taking on movie roles.
doing films, yeah, and he can also get nominated and he can also win. The only thing is that he cannot
Wow.
physically be there.
This is so stupid.
It is.
to
And
accept.
I also have a question for you, George. Is Jada still allowed at the Oscars?
I don't think so. I think they're like a package deal.
No. I think
That'd be amazing if
I
she
think-
came next year.
That
think
would
she's
that would
still
be
allowed.
funny if she came without him.
Imagine he wins another Oscar next year and she accepts it for him.
and then she's getting rattled on stage while she accepts.
No,
it.
she
That-
just
that
fuck.
would-
What do you mean
I
rattled?
think,
Like fuck.
the
Yeah.
funniest thing, should he ever win again, Chris Rock should accept it.
I
Sure.
think if he ever wins another Oscar, he should just take Jada up there with him, accept the Oscar graciously, apologize, and then punch her in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
No, don't fucking hit women.
But there's all these videos that are
She's not a
emerging
woman
now.
anymore.
I
That's
don't-
she's
I don't
vile,
know
bro. She's a
She is
snake.
vile. Like I can't advocate for violence against women, but I can definitely think about advocating for violence against Jada.
But there's all these
because
videos now
Jada's
that
not a
have
woman.
emerged. Did you guys see that video where Jada is kind of filming him from her phone, saying
Where he's getting dicked by that guy.
No. She's announcing some guests on her podcast or whatever, and I don't know who she is, and I don't know what relation they have with with a couple or specifically with Will Smith. But he seems very uncomfortable being filmed by her. I don't know if you saw it. He's like, "Hey, what are you
No.
doing? Stop filming me. You're in my space." Blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing.
You know what's
but
really
he
fun to
looked
do,
really-
George? I haven't seen this, but what I've enjoyed doing a lot since the smack, I'll go to his Instagram page and just watch like the last 10 things he posted. Because now with the context of what happened, it's hilariously sad. Like hilariously sad. Like here's a man who was having a good time. I mean, seemingly. And his life is fucking ruined.
But I read somewhere that Netflix and Sony dropped him. Is that true?
I'm not sure. I've read those reports, but like there's no confirmed from inside the companies. Like I'll check with Peter. Peter would know. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I
find out.
heard.
He knows
So-
these
so-
things.
Also,
So let's say that's true. What does that mean? It means that all the
It
films
means
that
he's
Netflix.
fucked.
also, I
No,
know.
they would never get rid of his older films because there's other rights and royalties associated to them, the creators, the other actors. Like, no,
It's just that they will.
they
stop
won't give him any new
collaborating.
fucking projects.
But also, I no longer have sympathy for the man because she has literally admitted to adultery, so he can get away scot free, and he's still with her.
He's been fucked up, man. He's a prisoner. He's got Stockholm syndrome. That's why, like, when you never had a friend who like started dating some girl and then just became a fucking idiot, and she was like a fucking cunt. It never
Not
happened.
really.
I have. I've had friends who like vanished.
Yeah.
And I always think of the same thing when I think of that situation, which is a Greek expression, which is, how do I translate this? The hair from the vagina can tow a boat.
Yeah.
Trica pa muni trava garavi.
Yeah. There you go. That's the
Mhm.
saying.
Very fucking
It's a very
wise
good
saying.
Very wise.
Make
yes.
men do anything. It can move them in any direction.
The whole thing of that saying is because
George is dying. His dad probably gave him that advice when he fucking first went out.
Yeah, I think that came from the advice from during the Trojan Wars.
I don't think so, but anyways.
I think so.
I don't know if it's that ancient.
Because look at all the ships some pussy hair pulled, bro.
Not the same. I see what you're saying. Good try.
It's not really a reach. Usually I reach, but
It's
this
a
is not-
reach.
No,
It's a reach up the skirt. It's bad.
grab it by the pussy.
Oh. All right, George, what else you got?
There's some other news and entertainment, but we'll wait for Pantelis to get there.
I don't know if he's coming.
Oh, he's not coming?
He's a big diva now. He just shows up when he wants. That's right. If you're listening, I called you a diva.
Poseidon, do you know if he's coming?
Negative.
Okay, so
He must be tired. He was on the Terry and Ted podcast this morning.
That's a good.
Hey. It's live. Yeah.
I was at first. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was so ready. What are you saying, bro?
I don't even know what to say.
Then I saw your smirk, and I was like, "Ah."
That's what gave it away, not the fact that you recorded it fucking weeks ago. Such a
He
fucking.
forgot about it.
I done did that? Maybe. I
No,
think
no.
so. Yes.
No, but the thing is, I didn't realize like you were.
I
joking.
know.
I thought you were meant. Okay.
I know. I'm mental. Hey, Poseidon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Lies.
So let's just stay on the entertainment front then, and
Sure.
if ever Pantelis comes, maybe we can.
Did you
talk
hear
about
that Kim Kardashian is sad that her kids heard about her fucking sex tape?
I heard something.
I
about
laughed so
that,
hard.
and look, when it comes to Kim Kardashian, obviously, I think everyone gets those the headlines. They just pop up in my feed, and apparently she called Kanye crying. Oh, our son.
Why'd she call Kanye? Why didn't she call fucking Reggie or whatever his name was?
She seemed happy in those pictures with Pete Davidson. The photo she posted of her and
I don't follow her. I just saw the headline.
It just because in pop culture like blew up. People were like,
Oh,
"Oh
no.
my god, look how happy they are."
The only thing I saw of Pete Davidson was the fact that he looks like a fucking school desk when his shirt is off.
He does look like a
Jesus
school desk.
Christ.
Yeah.
You remember that people just write everything on it?
There's gum stuck under him.
Oh, there's for sure gum. Yeah. Have you ever seen the roast where he got roasted? Fuck. I don't remember never mind. I'm going to ruin the joke, so I won't. Never mind.
About his dad.
About his dad, yeah.
Unlike the desk where it's gum, it's cum.
Wasn't getting roasted. I don't think it was him getting roasted. He was just attending, and he
Just attending another roast, yeah.
and it was the British. What's his name, man? The
Gervais?
the British comic there.
Ricky. Ricky Gervais.
No, it wasn't him. It was another guy that was saying how appalled he was that people are using the roast to make fun of Pete Davidson's dad. He goes, that roast happened in 2001. It was so
I
bad.
think that was the bit, but it's a solid bit though. Anyways, yeah, enough about that.
Speaking about comedy, yesterday Gilbert Gottfried died.
Yes, he did.
That annoying sounding comedian that we all grew up with in the 80s and 90s. He was
Iago.
all over TV.
Rest in peace, Iago.
What are we to talk about someone's death? That annoying sounding.
I didn't say that. I was gonna jump in, but he had one of the best voices in fucking Hollywood.
Of all time.
So interesting. Not of all time.
Of all time. One of the
Yeah.
best
It
voices
was
of all time.
annoying. I remember
Was he
being
in
a
the
kid and
pest also?
I couldn't
Huh?
stand
Was he in
that
the
voice.
pest?
I remember
Do you remember the past with John Leguizamo?
I remember what it was, but I don't remember it, like anything about it.
Yeah.
I remember first seeing him in Problem Child. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
Problem Child.
Yeah, of course.
He was like the dean of that school. There.
I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? It was annoying to me. And then I realized that, okay, that's just how he sounds.
Yeah.
And then obviously...
it's such a like New York sound though, right? Was
No,
he from
it's-
New York?
You know, his voice is very unique. It's his voice. It's not even his.
When you hear his voice, you can picture his face. You know, that smile, that big smile.
yeah, cringing.
You can't really. Yeah.
No, you can't do it, man. You can't do it.
It's
Like,
it's awesome.
was there a better person for the voice of Iago on Aladdin? Like,
well,
there isn't. Like, that was the
now
best.
no, because we got used to it. Like that's the voice we have for Iago.
Yeah. It's like if fucking Mufasa.
Someone else could have been a bird, but what's the matter?
Oh, I thought you meant like I could be a bird.
What?
Sure.
We never
The
mentioned
way
you.
you look.
You Peter file?
No, I just
No,
looked
I'm
up
sorry.
because you gave me a weird look. You went like this.
Oh
and
no,
I was
I'm having fun in the chat. Sorry.
like, oh, you're blocking people.
Yeah.
Leave people alone, bro. You fucking psychopath.
What did you do?
I threw Insane Mo in the gulag
Oh,
Why?
Okay.
because he told me not to throw him in the gulag, and he told me what to do. Therefore, nobody tells me not to do what to do, so I throw him in the gulag.
I wonder if he understood what he said.
I didn't, but it's okay. Let's
George,
Yeah.
have you spoken about our friend Elon Musk?
No, not yet.
I was going to with this whole Twitter fiasco. I didn't have time to read up on it. I just I got an alert a couple days ago, I think, about him buying like 90%, not 99% of Twitter, and he became like the main shareholder.
Yeah.
And then there was talks about him getting onto the board, and then suddenly he tweeted that fuck that shit. I don't want to sit on the board.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he going like so countercurrent with everything?
He does have.
That's such a bizarre statement. What's wrong with this guy? Why is he buying stocks?
Not buying stocks. I'm just saying, like, what's the problem? Like,
Well, you tell me. I'm asking you.
and
What's the
again,
problem?
I didn't read up too much on it. I just saw different headlines. Some financial analysts were saying, "Fuck, you know, what is he doing? He's borderline playing with fire in terms of, you know, kind of increasing the value of Twitter with the behavior." I just didn't understand why. Did they kick him out, or did he say, "I don't want to have anything to do with Twitter"?
They didn't kick him out. He has as the largest, I think, single shareholder.
he has the right to
He has
request.
the right to be on the board, yeah, but he doesn't want to be on the board. He doesn't want to affect their day to day yet. So he's just waiting. He said, "You could do without me." He goes,
I
"That's
saw
not
a
what I'm
bunch
here
of accounts, Instagram accounts that do news also, all sharing the same image saying he will not sit on the board. But board was spelled wrong. It was
for." Oh, they were all
B-O-R-E-D.
bored.
I wonder if that was a typo that got through and got shared, or was it a
What was
joke?
it? What was
A
it? How's,
typo.
how's it spelled?
Like as if I'm bored to be bored.
Oh,
It happens. But I'm surprised that people care so much about whether he's going to go on the board or what he's buying or we're fucking. I even saw an
People
article
love
in the
to
Guardian
follow.
this morning. This guy Richard Reich, whatever the fuck his name is. He goes,
Richard the Third Reich.
he goes, Elon Musk wanting a free internet is exactly what dictators want. A free internet, he goes.
How's that work?
Like an open. Well, that's the whole thing. That's
guy's
the
an idiot.
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was another concern, specifically within.
They go.
the,
He wants no
You keep
restrictions
coming
on
in
the
with
internet.
fucking Mufasa hair. Are you doing it to hurt me?
What do you mean?
Just showing off how fucking much hair you have. Is that what's happening? The last 3 morning shows, you come in, you're just like fucking Fabio.
That's how I live my life.
Fuck you.
But yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's just
there
so
was
crazy.
that-
Like he
'cause
wants a free internet. Only dictators want
Yeah,
that.
who wants freedom?
Yeah.
Look, I read that among the many concerns amongst the employees there at Twitter
yeah.
was the fact that he wants a freer internet, like where people can express.
I like how that's a concern.
No, yeah, because their
if
concern
you're
was,
an
wait
idiot,
a minute,
a
that's
concern.
going to affect whatever you call it. I don't know. They have a department that checks tweets and
Fact checking.
That's gonna affect us taking down tweets because they violate German law. They do, you know that, right?
I mean, Tweetsteins.
They are. They base themselves off German law.
Really?
Yeah, because it's the
From
most.
what decade?
It's the most. No, because it's the most restrictive. Like for hate speech and shit like that, it's
Yeah.
the most restrictive. So they base it on that. They go if the Germans are, but the Germans aren't cool with anything.
Yeah.
They're cool with a few things that most people aren't.
They're
One
cool,
comes to mind.
They're cool with things we're not cool with.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you were
speaking-
thinking
yeah,
of.
well,
No, I was
speaking of-
thinking of.
Also the fucking Holocaust. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Secondary to that.
there was an article that came out last week. We didn't have time to
This
address
look
it
on your face.
last week there, dealing with this obsession that the federal government has over here to pass Bill C-11. C-11 is kind of like a renewed version of C-10, which was a bill giving the ability to the government to include
User-generated
online content under the regulatory body.
To
the
explain to
CRTC.
people who speak English, essentially the government wants to take over the internet here, so you no longer have this free upload and you can put whatever they want to regulate the content that's
want
on it. So
that
they want to
user-
determine whether
Yeah, I
this
mean, that-
show.
it's pretty generalized. I mean, they're still discussing, but like from the government's point of view, they're saying no, it has to be like it's not going to affect individuals. It's
that's
going to
such
be just
bullshit.
companies or whatever. But
Well,
I
he's
mean,
a
that
company.
even in
I'm a
itself
company.
is
He's a
so
company, I'm a company.
Exactly. It's so broad. I mean, you're putting it on an individual basis as
Besides that.
Pantelis or as Phil or whatever. But we all have companies. So is that going to?
I don't
Are
know.
we included?
I know that yesterday my Facebook, which I never use, my Facebook business account has been deemed not allowed. I don't remember the term they used to run ads anymore. I can't
What'd you
run
do?
ads. Nothing. I haven't posted on it in months.
Why?
Maybe that's why.
What?
I mean, I post occasionally, but nothing crazy. I'm pretty sure it's because Phil My Hole goes out there, and they don't like the shit I say.
Bro, first of all, the government has no idea what it's doing. Yesterday, I was on the phone for an hour and a half with because they called me from the collections of the corporate side, and I thought it was a prank phone call because he left a message and he didn't leave his name. He left the wrong phone number to call back. I had to look for where to call. I called another lady. She's like, it looks like he left the wrong. I don't know why he would leave that 1-800 number. It should be 186. And this whole thing.
Because he probably has a quota of how many calls he has to make, and he didn't want to talk to you.
So I go, is there a problem? Like, do I owe you guys money? Like, what the fuck's going on? I go, how can I owe you money? I didn't file yet. I paid my last year's taxes. This year, what are you guys just guessing? And then essentially, I find a Russian lady who I also thought was a
scammer,
scam, but
yeah.
it wasn't. She was a real Russian lady. And she's like, no, look here, you owe $1,000 something. I was like,
Why she sound like a
okay.
supervillain?
That's how she talked. And then she goes, but you have also credit of $1,000 something. So then I'm like, so do I owe you money or do you owe me money? Like, what's happening? She's like, no, you have to pay $1,000. I go, but what about that credit you talked about? Yes, you have a credit from 2019 of $1,000. They're like, can we just apply the credit to whatever I owe you?
Yes.
She's like, no, you have to pay. I go, so then how do I ever
credit.
redeem that credit?
Yeah, how do you? Did you
She's like,
find
I
out?
don't know. Can you pay today? Can you pay today? I was like, yeah, I could pay today. Jesus
odd.
fucking Christ, it's so
They're
stupid.
lost, bro.
They're completely insane, bro.
First of all, it's weird that they're communicating with you over the phone.
No, they
Usually
do. They
it's,
do.
How's that weird? Where do
not weird at
you
all.
want to come in person to every single person?
No, man. Usually it's by mail.
Revenue Quebec and the CR.
Yeah, they always call.
They always call me when they need something.
Actually, these people, I just realized they've been calling for months. I thought it was a prank phone call.
I've been flushing a lot of calls too lately.
Because they call from their cell phones, I guess, and they panic and they leave weird messages. So I'm like, fucking prank.
Work from home type of shit.
Yeah.
The other day I got a message that said, "This is the Canada Revenue Agency." Beep. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fake.
think so.
And then,
That's a scam.
and then trying to pay online on the CRA is so you could pay online, right? But you can't. Here's the thing. You can't use MasterCard or Visa.
Yep.
You can use debit Visa or debit MasterCard or Interac Online. And then Interac Online, I go to it. My bank doesn't have it. It's only TD and RBC that have.
Oh, that's right, because I have that option. I have RBC.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What like?
Well, the best course of action is you take the file number that they give you and you implement it as an invoice in.
Yeah, you just add it as a payee.
You add it as a bill, basically.
But don't get that fucking number
no,
on
no,
like
no.
you did 2 years ago.
No, I'm not. I'm never doing that again. Because
someone else's
I paid
taxes.
someone else's taxes in September.
That's 'cause
I
you
paid
put wrong
thousands
digits.
of dollars, and then I got into a fight with them because they go, "You owe us money." I go, "The fuck I do." and I show them. I go, "Look, this I pay." He's like, "We don't have that." I go, "That's your fucking problem." And then we realized he's like, "You paid the wrong person." I go, "How do we rectify this?" And then this is the best way to rectify it, right? This is what they said. How does the government rectify me paying the wrong person? How do you,
George.
Bosnian internet. How does the government rectify it, Poseidon? I had to print out my statements showing that I paid it to what number, whatever, and then send a physical letter, a mail. I had to write a letter somewhere in Halifax. They have like a central location
By handwriting.
by handwriting. But there's a guy that does it there. Yeah, so I had to write. Yeah. Fourscore 7 years ago, I done paid the wrong account.
I hope you shall receive this within a fortnight.
Yeah. And then they went and they verified and they're like, yeah. And it took a couple of months and they took the money out of that person's account and they
I've told you my Equifax problem. I have to call. I have to
What
get
would
in touch.
happen-
What? I'm sorry.
go
I
ahead.
thought I was talking.
he's delayed.
Go.
He is delayed. Equifax. I need to change my home phone number with them because I have a credit watch because I got frauded a few years ago. Someone was trying to be Phil Balabanos, but they couldn't hack it, and
That's
I caught
amazing.
them. I have to fax them, right? I'm like, okay, I don't have access to a fax machine. Can I email you? They're
Yeah.
like, we cannot authenticate email. I'm
How do you
"What?"
authenticate faxes?
I
Anyone
go,
could just
but
fax
someone could
something.
just walk in and drop a fax paper in there and say it's new.
Yeah.
We never thought of that. Like there was this panic in the guy's voice. He's like, "Oh my god, but our facility is secure." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
What does that mean? Our facility secure.
What does that mean?
Whether you get it by fax or by email.
I'm like, "Can I just email the fax machine? Because you can do that." They're like, "Ours doesn't do that." I go, "You guys only have one fax machine. You're the credit bureau." He's like, "I think there might be one on the 4th." I'm like, "What are you? Like, what is this conversation I'm having?"
Homer worked for
He
those
used to,
companies.
yeah.
He knows. Yeah, he knows all that
So
shit.
stupid.
But yeah, it's
Why is Olga fucking quoting Bosnian gypsy music?
Bro, it's like a episode of Parks and Rec. Our government, like
Yeah.
It's
It's
the office. The government is the office.
Yeah.
It's like, are you comfortable with talking to people on their cell phone? They also ask you that.
Wait, what do you mean?
They said, cell phones are not secure, but some people that you speak to might be on their cell phones. You cool with that? I was like, well, you're not really giving me an option because you keep leaving me threatening messages. I got to talk to someone.
I don't know why, you just channeled and gave me like a flashback of you in the opening scene of the pilot we shot,
Oh, really?
where he's like, "I got a solution." That's your solution. Just the way you delivered.
Yeah,
like,
it's not a real. It's
not
like,
a
all right,
real
I don't give a
solution.
shit.
My
Like,
only solution in LA is to leave LA. Like
Yeah.
that line.
you're because basically I was like, is my account compromised? Because I don't know if that's and this is the other thing. First I was speaking to a Chinese lady who for a half hour wasted my time on the phone.
It happens.
She's like, I can't tell you. I go, can't tell me what? She's like, I need more proof that it's you. So I gave her everything I have. I even gave her like the payments I made, all that. She's like, we need one more thing. Do you have your returns from 3 years ago? And I go, why would I have that in the car? Why would I have my corporate tax returns from fucking 3 years ago in the car? What are you asking me?
Yeah, nothing makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
I keep digital files on all my stuff, so like I can pull it up if I need to. You should do that. It's useful. Like Dropbox.
I should.
You
I
just
guess.
just list off the numbers without context. You can just have access to them.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna declare bankruptcy and go
Go to
underground.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
Start a new podcast.
Speaking of
Pantelis
that
Lone
pilot,
Star.
man, Phil, that you're mentioning, when are we filming more stuff?
I don't know.
What do you mean? When are we? You couldn't even come in to film this.
Oh,
But I'm
Yeah.
George.
George, you have a fucking weird schedule that should be free all the time, and yet you're free none of the time. How does that work?
We're almost there, man. I'm not free all the time. No.
Almost where?
You got into politics for no reason.
Mhm.
Speaking of politics, your politician friend, what's his name? What's that white-haired guy that you really like?
Cherished.
Yeah, Charest.
Gene Charest.
Gene Charest. You said you're all for him, didn't you?
No, I don't have a horse in that race.
No horse?
I think Jean Charest is a very qualified politician. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I don't know if you guys are following that race at all. The amounts of people that Pierre Poilievre is gathering in his town hall meetings or whatever you want to call them are insane.
Doesn't matter when you could steal an election.
No, you
You don't need the people. This is 2022, bro. You need a go-getter attitude, some money, and a couple of well-placed threats.
But are you guys following him? Are you guys seeing those pictures? It makes
Not really.
absolutely no
No,
sense.
I
These are
stepped
rallies.
away from the politics for a bit, so I don't know, but I believe you. Why would you lie to me?
I'll cue back in when it's interesting again. Right now, they're grassroots shitting things like just. I'm not interested.
But
How's
why
that
did you bring up
inflation
Charest
going?
For? You're the what's up with Charest?
Oh, I'm asking you because I saw him appear in my Twitter feed. Someone, I think Vincent Guzzo was pushing for Charest.
I think Guzzo is in his team. I think he's helping his campaign. So probably that's why.
This makes me automatically
What, not like him?
distrust.
Yeah, for real.
Why? Because Guzzo is involved.
Poseidon has not a hate,
A vendetta.
not a vendetta. He doesn't consider Vincent Guzzo a smart businessman.
Why?
Mostly because he made a competitor that he called to Netflix on a website, and it was poorly done with movies that were already available on YouTube and that nobody would ever pay to watch. And that disgusted Poseidon to the point where he said, "I'm a businessman. This guy's pretending to be me." And since then,
That's how
that one-sided rivalry,
I really thought it was going to be about the bad popcorn.
yeah, that one-sided rivalry has just been ongoing. One-sided. It's just Poseidon hating him. But one day they might meet and then they'll hate each other, or they'll shake hands. Who knows?
I had no issues with Guzzo until I bought his popcorn. Maybe the worst popcorn ever made. You've owned movie theaters for decades. How are you selling this? How are you
Well, I
selling
don't think
this?
he makes the popcorn himself. He trusts popcorn professionals.
He should taste the fucking popcorn.
What's wrong with the popcorn? I never had a problem with popcorn.
Not at the movie.
You're the
No,
only
no.
one who has problem with popcorns and air and sinuses and flowers and my
It
delicate
tasted
love-
like shit.
Yeah.
It tasted like shit.
But it's popcorn.
You know, it's not the
but
movie
hold on.
popcorn, the one he sells at the grocery store.
The
The Mr. Sunshine brand.
But hold on.
If anything, that's smart as fuck.
But even burnt popcorn tastes relatively good.
No, it does. Once
it
you burn
doesn't.
one kernel, the whole batch is done.
What are you talking about?
Not for Poseidon.
You're disgusting. You must have a fucking brain tumor. That's why you can't taste it.
No, I can taste it.
You should go get a fucking
If anything,
CAT
he
scan.
always smells burnt toast.
Yeah. Dr. Penfield.
Yeah, no, that's actually smart that he's able to market the popcorn outside of the theater. If anything, for me, that gives him points on business. I know
Marketing is
Poseidon still has his
excellent.
rivalry against him, but one day they will meet and then they will debate business.
What do you how do you debate business?
That's the question
Let
number
me
one.
tell
Good
you
stuff.
about
Good
business.
stuff. Rhetorical questions. I like it. I like where you're going. I like where your head's at. Confuse him.
Razzle dazzle him.
Yeah, so Guzzo's all for Charest. I wonder why.
Yeah, he's endorsing him. I don't know why. I think there's a few interviews
Tax
that he
write-off.
gave on the reasoning. I haven't watched them. Again, I have very
Are we
little
supposed to
interest
be
in that.
giving out public endorsements? Can I do that officially here?
You could do that if you
Wow,
want. Why
let's see where this
wouldn't you?
goes.
All right. Well, I would here representing Pantelis Comedy. I think we can all agree. We would like to endorse Smokey the Bear for Prime Minister of Canada. If you are not aware, Smokey the Bear has been out there giving his message for many years, protecting people, reminding them that only they can prevent forest fires. Many times they don't. Many times they cause forest fires.
true.
But he's been fighting the good fight. He's the bear out there. Smokey the Bear. Bear with us.
All right, let's
God
move
damn
on.
We should get a hat for you, like a forest ranger hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man takes nothing seriously.
But we'll cut the top off so your hair can still be out, so you can show it off.
Yes. Well,
That would look good, actually, man. Like one of those round brown hats or whatever you call them.
Hipster Pantelis chasing butterflies.
my manager called me this morning. He's like, we see this thing. We gotta negotiate your stuff for the summer. And I was like, all right, what are we negotiating? He's like, can you send me the poster? I was like, yeah. I sent the poster. He's like, all right, that's what I need. I go, that's not. We negotiated nothing. I sent you a poster. That's not a negotiation. Does that mean we're just accepting everything?
So
He's like, send me a poster to your show. I was like, okay. He's like, all right.
that's
I'll
the
call you back later."
negotiation.
Yeah, I go, that's not negotiating. I think you're using the wrong word. I think you've already negotiated for me.
Can
And
we
you just
have
didn't have the
assets?
poster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah. stuff coming
Let's
this summer.
go. Let's head on over to the Montreal politics.
Oh, the Montreal. Oh, it sounds like something you would do. Exactly what you called yesterday. I'm counting. Go ahead, Phil.
What?
Go ahead. I'll tell you after the show and you're going to laugh or cry.
Why?
You'll see.
I need to blow my nose.
I know. I will talk after the show. Well, it depends if he was right or not. We'll see. Poseidon foretold. He pulled a Nostradamus. No. I'll tell you after. Go on.
So the opposition at Montreal City Council made a proposition yesterday so that the city of Montreal can allow dog owners or animal owners, whether they be dogs or cats or whatever, to be able to walk into public transport, whether it's the buses, metros, or whatever it is, with their pets.
All right.
As long as they're on a leash. And they
cool
put
with
that motion. It should be discussed, I think, this week.
I'm okay with that. The only thing is, for all pet owners, if this passes, you must be responsible.
Yes.
You cannot have your dogs biting, your cats pissing. You feel me, dogs. You gotta be responsible. It's
Well,
like your
this is
children.
this is the criticism now that has come from it. Now, from the city of Montreal, the Mayor Plante isn't totally against it. She had already kind of thought about this because there was a proposition made by SPCA, I think, a while back, and they're basing themselves on that. They're giving themselves 6 months to kind of consult and to come up with a viable plan if there should be one. The criticism has come mostly from the STM and the bus drivers and that administration, because they think, one, is there any guarantees that we'll be able to maintain some sort of control if there's like 3, 4, 5 dogs barking at each other in the bus?
Seems like not the ideal scenario, but I mean, right now there's still 3, 4, 5, 6 crackheads that sometimes, once in a blue moon, start yelling at each other. We're not going to stop all public transport. What are the odds that there's 5 dogs on the bus yelling at each other over some kind of race vendetta?
No, but they're thinking about the other issue that was raised was one of security concerns, because already the buses are full to capacity. A lot of them are. If you allow dogs or animals or whatever, where are they going to be? Who's going to hold them? They're obstructing passages that perhaps they shouldn't. So there's a lot of these things going around.
Bro, look, I'm going to say one thing. I understand that too, but I don't think we have to test it out, because I don't think people, like I have, let's say the dog, she's on a pouch, but even if I was walking her, there's no way in hell I'd bring my dog during rush hour. Like it's to get, the dog's not going to the office. It's a little absurd, because by that logic, then we should do the same thing for crackheads. I don't want them on the bus. I haven't even taken the bus in 10 years, but I don't want crackheads on the bus. They spit, they sneeze, they yell, they start fights, worse than a dog.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, like, the answer to all these questions was, well, the owners have to be responsible. If they're not responsible, we'll be handing out fines. So then the criticism on that is, well, who's going to do the fines? I mean, we can't get enough people to come into the buses now as things stand, to supervise or to give fines to the passengers that are there already. What's to say that now suddenly with animals we're going to get enough people to come in and give fines? So there's a lot of things that are up in the air. I don't fully disagree with it. At the same time, what worries me is not the situation of having dogs or cats in the bus. It's the owners that I'm kind of reluctant to trust, because not all pet owners.
Saw a man.
You're a dog owner.
Yeah, you are.
I am a dog owner, and I'm responsible, but not everyone is like me or like you.
You mean not white and privileged?
So
Yeah, it seems
if
a little
I know that
racist.
my dog doesn't like it or is barking or I can't really control my dog, I won't bring him in a bus. I'm
Exactly.
responsible. Other people.
That's why I don't
aren't
take
like that.
Poseidon on the bus.
Okay, but you see, this is why that's a slippery slope, and it's also a very privileged argument. Because by that logic, you could say, yes, of course, I can take the bus. I don't shit myself. But there are many people who might shit themselves. Yeah, but we can't. By that logic, no one could take the bus except you, because you decided you're not going to shit yourself. You
only happened twice
got
in
to allow people
camera.
the freedom to make these decisions, and then it's the outliers. It's the people who can't handle it. They're the ones you cut off. You don't cut off everyone.
No.
I guess.
Again,
Look-
there's not enough resources
the reboot
for
logo.
that kind of management. To
What
be had.
resources? If I want to jump on the bus, I
guys,
got my dog. I just go
gotta tell
on.
you
I have
this.
the dog.
How, first of all, I thought dogs were always allowed. I
too.
didn't realize.
Me too.
No,
Yesterday,
they
I
are,
saw a
but they have to
man.
be in a cage.
I saw a man at inside the.
I mean, there are people they should do that with.
the Jewish at the hospital.
No, not them. They could ride freely.
He had a cat. He had a cat on his fucking shoulder. He was just walking around with a fucking cat on his shoulder.
I like his
And
style.
the cat had like, you remember 50 Cent's bulletproof vest that he used to wear? It looked like that, but it said emotional support.
Yeah.
But it was clearly made at home, that vest. Like it wasn't an official emotional support vest.
My dog has an emotional support vest, but the thing is, my dog.
What?
Yeah.
You've declared your dog as an emotional support
No,
animal?
that's the thing. My dog, you remember this. My dog has a condition. I'm her emotional support.
Oh, so
My-
you have to wear the vest.
No, she wears the vest because it made her feel good because it's snug.
It supports
but
her.
People thought that I needed her for emotional support, but the difference, she needs me.
I mean, I understand a dog to some extent. Yeah, even the peacock, I can swing it. But this guy had like a fucking it was a big cat. Like it was like it looked like a
little Bengal?
like a little Bengal tiger.
Yeah, I'm cool with
just
that.
hanging off of him, tail wibbling around. I'm like, this is weird. And I
See,
like cats.
I
have
don't.
no
I
issue
don't
with
mind
cats.
if you're not bothering anyone. I don't care.
He was.
I feel like
the
we're
cat
too.
was super quiet. Like didn't bother anyone. It's not the point.
I mean,
We're
just
too
for-
nosy
just for
neighbors.
information, This is already allowed in Toronto and Calgary. So
I think it's fine. Dogs should be allowed on the bus and the metro.
What?
Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm noticing
Why'd you say what?
people's logic is insane because even now, like I look at a comment, Francis says most irresponsible people believe they are responsible, but that's an absurd statement because
Yes, but our entire
all
society-
crazy people think they're not crazy. It's like, what does that mean? So we shut everything down, no one can go out because some crazy people think that they're not crazy.
All of our society thinks that we can no longer, for some reason, they think it's easier to just make portmanteau rules instead
Yeah.
of judging. If you have a guy on the bus and
yeah.
the dog is crazy and it's eating people, that dog's not allowed on the bus.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I feel
You have a little puppy.
like
This whole guilt by association, we have to stop, dude. The guilt by
I feel-
association thing
yeah.
is fucking
I
insane.
agree with you,
It's
but
this-
That is an Asian guy. He puked everywhere. No more Asians on the bus.
It's this
What the
greater
fuck
good
are you talking about?
nonsense. It's this
I
greater
feel like
good.
this is one of those things where you can't just apply it across the board. You would
No.
have to do kind of like a pilot project and pick a couple of routes to put it in.
Say
Some,
rats or routes.
Rats and rats.
some more, some busier than others. Like I don't know. Instead of saying, okay, now it's allowed everywhere,
His
you just
vagina
pick
just
a
fell
couple
off.
and say, look, we'll try it out for a couple of months for a year, and then slowly we'll expand it across the city. Like I feel like that's probably the safest approach.
Emotional parrots are the worst. There's a
Emotional
story.
parrots.
That's what insane Mo said. But there must be a story there.
I
But
don't
also,
know.
he's
Look,
insane.
Here's
So,
the thing. We got to be careful. We can't have it be a jungle in there, but it already is. Have you ever ridden
That's
public?
racist.
How's that racist?
You know exactly how.
I
George,
don't.
what other kind of news?
But
you
yeah, it's
got
already
today?
a jungle in there. Like
Yeah, it
people are
is.
going crazy, especially
Yeah.
during rush
I
hour.
haven't been on a bus in a decade.
But I don't think many people will be bringing. They're like, it's rush hour. This is the time to bring my 6 cats.
to be honest, I'd
Can
rather
you
have.
imagine just fucking 6 cats crawling on her?
That's
I would rather have a rescue pit bull sit next to me than a crackhead.
yes, I'm with you 100%.
I'm not allergic to the crackhead, though. The dog I'm allergic to. I get the sneezies.
He's not allergic to crack.
No, I don't think so. I've never tried it,
No
actually.
one is really.
I always said if I had one
gives
free,
me superpowers.
If I had one free pass to try any drugs, no danger, no addiction risk, I would fucking just smoke opium straight up. That seems
No,
like
not
a
me,
good time.
Not me. Too scared of it fucking
No,
up my brain.
no. I said if you had one free pass, it wouldn't hurt you. You knew.
Oh,
Hypothetical.
it's a weird guarantee, but if there was a guarantee, maybe to see what
the
it's
only
like.
one I would
yeah,
try,
it's the
yeah.
only one. But it's fucking
Did
scary.
I tell you about the guy with the mushrooms 2 weeks ago?
Oh,
No,
you did
what happened?
mushrooms.
No,
nice.
I did.
Was this
I
on the
sold-
bus?
I sold.
Oh yeah, you told me.
I did.
you're
I
at your
sold my
place, no?
laptop, and the
Yeah.
guy shows up. He buys the laptop. He's sitting in my front step there in the vestibule, in the staircase, and he goes, "By the way, can I interest you in some fucking psilocybin?" I'm like,
Oh, I like this guy.
"What?" He goes, "I grow
What
them
is
myself." I'm like,
psilocybin?
magic
Mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
like, No, thank you." He's like, "You're missing out." I'm like,
I believe
that's
him.
fine. It was just so brazen. He's like, "Since I'm here,
Yeah, dude.
like that's a good salesman, Poseidon.
I will
That's
tell
how
you
you sell
something.
ads."
People who grow mushrooms are very proud of said mushrooms.
I would assume they would be. It seems like a hard process.
All this to say, George,
I can't keep a
they're
fern alive.
currently what?
I can't keep a fucking fern alive.
Yeah, it is hard to keep plants alive. But all this to say, they're trying to allow more animals on buses.
That's what the motion was from the opposition. I think that the administration, the plant administration, isn't entirely against it. They say that they're going to take 6 months to consult and to put it all together. But I feel like it's not a bad idea.
6 months.
But I wouldn't want to see it implemented
I think you,
everywhere.
But
at
what
the same
is
time.
what is there to implement?
Because you don't know what might happen. You don't know how if it is a good idea or not. We don't know
So
how.
why don't you, okay,
the
this
people-
weekend dogs are allowed, and then we see where it goes. and then you come back. You're like, look, they shat everywhere, or nothing happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it would be a better idea to do it progressively, to pick a couple of routes and say, look, on these routes, we're going to allow pets. And then from there on, we'll see how it goes. And then slowly, progressively,
look,
we're going to expand it across
He
the
seems
city.
like a big waste
people
of
that
money.
people that have
Well, if they have the HIV, they're allowed on the bus. Yeah.
people that have those little dogs anyways don't take public transport. Like
Fuck does that mean?
like they'll prefer to take a car. Like
Well,
where
no.
they
The
can
only
afford-
reason why they
I've
take a
seen little
car.
dogs on the bus. When
Yeah,
I was
the only
using
reason
it.
why they take the car is when they're not allowed to go places. Like yesterday, I was in a dilemma. The reason why I went into the pharmacy with my dog on the pouch is because I needed to get to the pharmacy and I wasn't going to leave the handicapped dog outside. So I took her in and no one said anything.
You can't walk in with your dog.
It says no dogs allowed, but I have mine. She's on a pouch. She's hanging out. She's just looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for the inevitable day where somebody brings in like 10 dogs and then like
Unleashes them.
you know what? Forget it. I had a terrible joke. No.
Who let the dogs out? That's where you're
I
going.
was going to say something racist.
That's where he was going.
That's where I was going.
Really?
Yeah.
You just wanted to say who let the dogs out?
We should get a hype button.
Carl, yeah. Do me a favor. Do everyone a favor. Never do stand up. Is that okay?
I think he knows.
He's
that.
going to open for me in Wisconsin next month. Poseidon.
I don't even know what to say. I saw it happening. It was like a car crash you're watching.
Because I pictured what I pictured was all the dogs like being let loose in the bus and then leaving and then exiting and then somebody that's about to take the bus yelling, "Who let the dogs out?"
But wouldn't that be who let the dogs in?
No, because they're leaving. They escaped. They exited the bus. They left.
Why?
He's holding them in the bus and then he opened the doors and they left.
I don't know why we're perpetuating this. Speaking of public transport, yesterday in New York, you guys probably saw this happening. Crazy shooter in the subway.
That's a stretch. We don't know his mental state yet.
Okay. Crazy, yeah.
Was he a lone wolf?
I don't know, but we don't know if he's crazy or not. We don't know anything yet.
I haven't even heard about this. I didn't check the news.
I
yesterday at
said
all.
they said they were looking at a person of interest.
Those are pretty. Yeah.
I looked at him.
but
Is this
Not
the-
interesting.
Is this the new way to say person of color?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so. No.
No?
They would have just said armed black man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's easy. That one's easy. They got that one packed.
No, but I mean, look, for anyone that doesn't know the story, it's in a subway in New York. Some guy walks into one of the carts,
Drops a smoke bomb.
detonates I think one or two smoke bombs, and then starts shooting.
I thought you were joking.
Oh, for real.
No. This really happened.
I know
yesterday.
my New York crimes.
Fucking Batman.
Yeah.
And 10 people 10 people were shot, 13
Jesus
others
Christ.
were wounded in the
The
in that
ensuing
attack.
chaos.
There were images that came out almost immediately because everybody's, some people were filming it, and it shows the train coming and the doors opening and all the smoke coming out, and then people running and chaos. Other people just coming out, dropping on the ground, blood everywhere. Other
Christ.
people being
You
carried
didn't
out.
see this yesterday. It was a whole.
I mean, I was otherwise engaged yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And then the man, last I heard, he's still on the loose. If indeed
At large is what they say.
On the lamb.
if indeed that's the person that they think is responsible, the reason why they think that person is responsible is because they found certain things in the cart there. There was a
Birth
credit
certificate.
card. There was a U-Haul key. There was a bunch of stuff that he just left
This
there
seems
and
like
ran
the
away.
opening scene to a video game.
Yeah.
Like you get all these clues,
And
you
you
see
gotta
the
figure
opening
it out.
cinematic, you
Yeah,
gotta figure out what
so
happened.
The best is the guy on the floor bleeding,
so
checking
they
out
tracked,
TikTok videos.
So they tracked the keys and the card, and they found that man. But it doesn't really mean
You're
that
kidding.
because those things belong to him that necessarily it's the actual shooter. So it's still up in the air. I was looking this morning to see if there's anything more substantial, but no, he's still on the loose. They're still looking for him. But it's just sad that you can't even think about that. I mean, you can't even trust the metro or you don't even know where to go anymore. Was some
Nothing
these
is
kinds of
safe,
things
George.
might occur. It's really scary.
Oh, I'm terrified. Everything is scary, George. Everything is scary because people have lost their goddamn minds. Now, here's the question, G. Have people always been this insane and dangerous, but because of social media, they didn't know there's other people like them, and when shit like this would happen, you wouldn't really hear about it. Like, it's fleeting. Another city you barely understand, and we just see it more now? Or have people gone
I think people
over
have
the
gone
edge
over the
now,
edge.
and they're crazier than they've ever been
I
before?
think it's a bit of both, and one is affecting the other. Like,
Perhaps you are correct, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a vicious cycle that People see it. The
Well,
more they see it, the more they do it.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. The fact that it's on the news and it's accessible much more than it used to be. I don't want to say it encourages these types of people to do these things, but obviously it says, oh yeah, look at this guy. Like you get ideas. It reinforces some ideas that these people may have to commit these crimes. The fact that now they see other people doing them. Maybe you're right. I don't know what it is, man. I just find that it's sad that we're in the situation where literally we don't know where to go because we don't know what might happen. And of course, we can't live the rest of our lives being scared, right?
No, we can't.
But in the fucking metro, man, imagine it. And it was rush hour in the morning. You're going to class. You're going to work.
Imagine if dogs were allowed and a pit bull took them down.
Yo, that was my next train of thought.
No, it wasn't.
Interesting.
No, it
thought.
wasn't.
Similar, yeah.
Similar, look at
It's like imagine
similar,
you
yeah.
start shooting and I'm like, who let the dogs out?
Same but different.
Similar.
It is fucked up, George. It is sad to see. Also, these kind of crimes, shooting-related incidents, happen in Brooklyn all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Brooklyn.
Wasn't there something similar that happened in Montreal? I don't know if there
In
was.
the metro?
There was never a shooting, but Poseidon, maybe you can look it up. I think it was at Barrie, UQAM. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah,
which
something did happen. I remember saying that very years ago.
I don't. Where the bus terminal is.
No, the metro where they all meet.
the big
It's
intersection.
also where, Barry's also where the bus terminal is too. Isn't that where it happened?
Listen, bro, this isn't about a goddamn bus terminal. Why you gotta be like that?
I can't remember if that's what it was, and
says-
I don't think it was shooting, but there was something scary like that happened.
I don't remember.
One morning a
I
couple
have
years
like
ago.
a fleeting image of a memory,
In
but
2021, April 25th, apparently,
Oh, that's recent.
those man, 2 shot, 1 stabbed in 3 separate violent incidents, Montreal.
3 separate violent incidents.
Interesting.
So there was like
Oh,
3
I think,
violent.
there's something older, like around 2014ish, around there, 15.
Do you remember the Dawson guy?
the ninja,
Yeah, the guy who
trench coat ninja,
Yeah, Neo. Yeah.
whatever his name was. Fuck him.
The shooter talking
Yeah,
about.
the shooter.
Were
I'm
you guys
talking about
there
the
at that
teacher.
time? I was working.
I was
Greece.
in. I was in the
remember
area.
that.
I wasn't at Dawson.
Barrier Camp bus terminal evacuated due to pepper spray.
Oh, I remember those too. People used to spray stuff. Yeah, I remember that
I
happening.
remember the
Unless,
shit.
unless it wasn't Barry.
Remember the
unless it was
stink
a-
bombs.
The stink bombs. I was about to say shit bombs.
Yes, the
Well,
shit
same
bombs. That's what you
difference.
do. Riding the bus, just shitting yourself.
Yeah, were you guys at Dawson?
I was at
that time?
Marinopolis at the time, but that day we were walking down to Dawson to meet some
Yeah,
friends.
Marinopolis. Wasn't this like in 2006 or 2005 or some shit?
It was 2007. No, you're right. End of 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was at I was working. I was
Oh,
at
no, I wasn't at Marinopolis.
I was
You're
in
right,
video
you're right.
games. I was at VMC. I remember I was at the Sunlight
Vanier
building just
doing,
getting all the updates.
I was at Vanier doing continuing education. It's before I went to Concordia. So
It
I
was
was in.
end of
I
There was a
2006.
chick at Marinopolis because it's close by that I remember I was trying to pick up. So then I was like, oh my God, they're going to kill that chick. Yeah.
random.
It was
Random
end
thought.
of
My
2006,
sister was
early
at Marinopolis.
2007
That's why we
around
were
there.
down there. We're trying to get my sister out of the closed off zone. She was stuck down there. We were at next doors when it happened. Of course I was. Sorry. Good times. I was with the Presbys. We rolled through with our CC plates. They let us right in to the fucking
Was
zone.
it 2000? Yeah, it was 2006.
I mean,
Yeah, it was 2006. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
just
it was
started.
either end of 2006 or early 2007.
She
But I'm
went to my
guessing
high
it was
school.
I think it was 6 because I remember myself downtown. And
2006.
It was my first downtown
September
job.
13th, 2006.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
what's her name? D'Souza. What was her first name? The girl who died. I can't remember.
And,
Anastasia. Anastasia went to
Yeah,
my high
yeah.
school. I didn't know her.
Portuguese, no?
She was a Portuguese
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
She was. I remember seeing her around, but like I never knew her.
And then did they kill him or did he kill himself?
He killed himself. I think.
Ah, fucking.
I'll
clown.
find out. Perpetrator. Kim Veer Gill.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that piece. Ugh.
His parents were of Punjabi descent. Settled in Fabreville. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I remember because we had the guy that I worked with that sympathized with him, and then he got fired. It was a whole thing.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to the same high school or something, and he's like, "Yeah, I got bullied." This whole thing was a very weird experience. I've spoken about it on podcast.
I never heard that. I don't listen
Yeah.
to your podcast though. There's just too many hours of it. I just don't have that kind of free time.
You should, bro.
I'm impressed how fast you got here after the other podcast you did this morning. It was quick.
I'm fast.
Fast, bro. From one studio to the same. Poseidon's like, wait a minute, hold on, let me explain how that works. It happened again. I saw it. This morning he tried
No,
to
it
correct me.
Whoa, what
He
did
was
he say?
about to. He was like, "Oh wait, I get it."
Because I didn't see his face, and he was saying that. And I was like, "Is he serious?" So I turned around and I saw his smirk, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's fucking."
The
around."
man's Santa Claus may not be real. An investigation by Poseidon.
What is this new laugh he started doing?
Gang, 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 Batman.
He's trying to make sure that if they do remake Aladdin, he can be Iago.
There's a big
Very
void.
Joker-esque.
In his
I love
fucking
when he's
head.
confused because you ever seen a confused Poseidon?
Yes.
If I could transport myself inside his head, it would be like a dark void with question marks everywhere, like the Riddler was spray painting. Like that's all it would be. It would just be void with that feeling of question. It's amazing.
You ever gone to IKEA?
Yes.
You ever gone to pick up one of those carts, but there's just no carts, and you just need to wait for the new one to pop through?
No, never.
That's what his mind must be like. Just an empty fucking carousel of
I've
carts.
never had a cart and I just walk around. Every time I walk in, I'm angry.
Why?
I'm like, why am I fucking here? This is
you
stupid.
do hate Swedes.
I do hate the Swedes, but also there's too many people in there.
Wait, isn't
and-
it Swiss?
I love their carts. Though.
I hate them too.
They're the best.
They're what?
The carts they have are the best.
You mean the flat ones? Or the actual shopping carts?
The shopping carts they
They're
have.
the
'cause
worst.
all
They
four-
fucking,
all-
they're all the wheels fucking
I
swivel.
love it, man. I love it. I love it.
It's fucking like, I feel like I'm in a drag race half the time. Just,
Speaking of RuPaul.
yeah,
Yeah.
played.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
George, do you have any fun news for us, or is everything you're going to tell us depressing?
Yeah, seriously,
No,
George.
well,
really
I
said
mean, it's the
anything
news,
depressing.
guys.
School shootings.
Let's stay in Montreal. I don't know if you guys remember this. A couple weeks ago, the chief of police announced that he was resigning at the end of April. And
Anarchy.
Yeah, Sylvain Caron,
Fuck
I think
the
it was.
police.
What's his name? Where's his name?
His name is unimportant. What is important is why is he resigning? Is there
Yeah.
conspiracy afoot?
No, I don't know why he's resigning. I mean, there's a bunch of articles that are speculating as the reason. But in any case, that's not the point. The point of the news is that there's a leak to the effect that his
Get a plumber, quick.
the interim replacement might be a woman for the first time ever. Her name is what's her name?
I don't care. Is she
Sophie
qualified?
Roy.
That's all I care about.
Well, no, he said she's a woman.
Sophie Roy. Oh, I mean, it's noteworthy. I mean, for the first time ever in the history of the city, there's a woman chief of police.
I mean, for the first
now,
time
if
ever
she-
in the history of my borough, we have a black woman mayor.
That's fine.
Yeah, and she just decided that Côte-des-Neiges needs less police.
What's the big deal with a woman
What the
being?
fuck is that?
What's the big deal with?
God, are you
with
serious?
A woman
I'm
being
serious.
chief
Yeah,
of
they're
police?
cutting back. I'm like, whoa.
That's
We already
really
lost
funny.
2 police stations in the last 20 years. There's
No,
not
but
enough
that-
cops.
yeah,
There's a joke.
Yeah,
in
but
that
that's
somewhere. There's a
yeah,
joke.
but
That
that's-
is the
let's
joke.
Also, they had cut back. Yeah, they're cutting back. It wasn't Côte-des-Neiges. I think is also linked with Parkex, and I think one in Hansik, if I'm not mistaken. There was 3
Yeah, they were
stations
supposed
that
to assist each other
they
'cause
removed.
reduced. Yeah.
I don't even
which
know where
is
the
sad. I
nearest
mean, I don't
police station
understand
is.
what logic
I think it's Beaumont.
can justify.
Look, the
closing
Montreal police force, regardless of who was running all these years, has been irrational,
Asexual.
a little asexual, but no, they've been sexual at times.
Yeah,
remember?
you're right, you're
but they've been irrational. They've been brash, emotional.
I see
We
where-
need a woman running
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
We
it's-
need a woman running this shit. I'm cool with it.
Workshop that one.
Yeah.
It needs to be a little subtle.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It seems like it's right up their alley.
Our police gone woke.
Yeah. No,
Oh, it is noteworthy, says Olga George.
is it no? What's noteworthy?
She put a capitals, which means a lady in charge is noteworthy.
Well, it shouldn't be noteworthy. If
No,
it's
it's
noteworthy, that means you're saying that it's a weird thing that she doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
It should just be like good cop becomes in charge of other cops. Like, all right, it
Wait,
ends
is she
there.
a cop?
She's a cop.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
in
of course.
charge
So
of
it's even less
What do you-
noteworthy.
They got a dentist.
I don't know. I thought I was thinking it was like an elected position for some reason.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna nail,
What do you think?
guys. The best way to curb violence is more teeth hygiene.
Yeah, no. It's obviously a cop, so she's probably badass at her job, and they're like, "Yo, handle it." Should the fact that they're making it a big deal is what it
Is the big deal.
is the big deal. Yeah, they shouldn't make it a big deal because then everyone's gonna think like, "Is she just there because she's a woman?"
Also,
You get it? That's the bad thing about affirmative action.
I know she's highly qualified. I mean,
there you
I-
go.
I
So
looked
stop
at
mentioning
her-
she's a lady. I don't care.
also, I feel like people act like women aren't in charge of anything. I mean, like women aren't in charge of shit.
All kinds of stuff.
Like what, Poseidon?
The household.
Look, guys.
Not
she's
in my
currently-
house. I make the fucker. No,
Yeah, she-
in
no,
North
she's-
in
she's
North
highly-
America,
she's highly.
what people are angry about, what the people that women don't have anything. They're angry about other countries. That's the fucked up thing. Here, that's not the case. Here, there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah,
Whether
no,
you're
no.
a man, woman, even children are fucking millionaires on YouTube. Nothing stops you here. If you go get
Doesn't that make you angry?
You'll find your place. People are angry about stuff that isn't even happening here. They're angry about stuff that happens in other countries, and they blame this country.
Yeah, it's true. Isn't that's weird?
Well, this
though.
is crazy. Women can't get a divorce. Fuck you, Steve. It's like, not here. You can get it. What are you talking about? That's not here.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
People like to be angry about things.
Yeah.
You know that better than anyone.
I know. Love it.
People love to get angry about shit, and if their life is too easy,
Yeah.
they're gonna find something else to be angry about, and they're gonna port that situation in their mind to wherever they are.
Yeah.
Fuck those kids.
Yeah, I don't care, George. All I want to know is what does this mean for Montreal? Does she have any crazy new ideas to help the cops out, help the people out, or is it pretty much par for the course? Status quo continues.
I don't know what this means. I mean, she currently she's in charge of the criminal investigation unit, so she's highly qualified, and she had give me one little second. Yeah, so before she got that job over there, she was in charge of reforming, the whole internal affairs department of the police. So she probably wants to clean up a lot of the garbage that's in the police force.
You're talking about the bought and paid for dirty cops?
Dirty cops. Dirty, you can't stop.
Are there dirty cops?
Oh no.
If there are no dirty cops, then what was she doing cleaning up internal affairs?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So wait, what are you
so
saying?
look,
But she wants to get rid of all of them?
No, I don't think.
How's she going to manage a city without a police force?
I don't know if she wants to get rid of all of them. I just think that she's very. She has a background in.
He wasn't listening.
In
I think
reforming, so
called
obviously
for reinforcements.
that's going to be a huge thing that she'll be tasked with. So we'll see how that ends up. I mean, and God knows that the police force needs a major reform. So
They should do a police force like the Space Force was. They need to rebrand the logo, make it neon and colorful.
I like it.
And always, whenever they show up at a crime, police force. They should say that.
Have you seen their new cars?
Huh?
Their new cars.
What do you mean?
They look like county sheriff cars. They're like navy blue. They're not white anymore.
Oh,
new
yeah.
SPVM
Oh,
cars.
the black ones.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day.
They're aggressive.
They're
looking.
very
A lot of-
aggressive
a lot of
looking.
Ford
that's not
Explorers.
new. That's existed for a while now. The
Maybe
black
2 years.
Yeah, I was wondering because there was a white cop car and then that one, the black SUV one, and I was thinking, I was trying to look at the logos on it, the decals, to see if it's like a different. Is this Sûreté or because it looks close to the Sûreté, but it's not.
It's similar to the Sûreté. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have more like copper and green.
I was
than-
wondering if they're a special unit that has to handle special shit, or they do the
I
same
think
stuff that
they're
other
just
cops
slowly
do.
upgrading their cars. That's all it is.
Oh, that might
I'm
be.
not 100% sure, to be honest.
You're talking about the black Chargers, right?
Yeah, are they Chargers? I don't know anything about cars. You know that.
I don't know anything about cars either, but I know that I think
Don't
it's
let me
Chargers.
laugh, Malaka.
I don't know why Christine's making fun of women.
What? Is Christine in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
drawing a
there
picture
are more
of
CEOs
Pantelis.
named Michael
Yo, fucking
and
nailed it.
Mark than
Check it out.
female CEOs.
Nailed it,
All right, you don't
right?
have to rub it in. They're gonna get there. They're gonna get there. Leave the ladies alone. They're gonna find a way to get there. Christine, you gotta talk shit.
Uncanny.
Also, there's
That's
a reason
absurd.
for this. Haven't we?
Who's
studied this
Marco?
shit? It's because haven't we come to the conclusion that most women don't even want to be CEOs?
Yeah, bro. Christine's next argument is gonna be: there's more black guys in the world that are faster than white guys. Like, okay, Christine, it's all right.
She would
It's all
never
right.
say that.
Calm down.
She would never say
All
that.
right. Yeah,
multiple
You'd be
reasons.
surprised.
you'd be surprised, bro.
You'd be very surprised.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Poseidon's very upset with her because she put down suicide last
Yo,
week, and he
yeah,
remembered it all week. He was
What?
yelling about it.
What?
Last-
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's been-
Yeah. Me, I want to know what he was going on about me now. I can't focus on the
I'll
show
tell you
anymore.
after. I'll tell you after.
What am I, your
He
wife?
whispers stuff to me. That's how I knew that he was mad at her.
He didn't whisper that he was mad.
Which is weird because he doesn't take anything serious, but for some reason the suicide thing really pissed him off.
I mean,
Well, especially considering this year, bro. Like it's been rough on people. Like I feel like it's a sensitive thing a bit.
But maybe she was the jokes.
No,
Maybe she
no,
was
no,
making-
wait, she's allowed to make
No,
allowed to make
hold on,
rapey
hold on.
jokes? She not allowed to make
No,
suicide
hold on.
jokes?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm getting
understand.
at.
What
Whose
she said was
side are
not a
you
joke.
on?
That's what I'm getting at.
No. What she said it as a statement. Had she said it as a joke with the intent to make people laugh?
But what if she didn't say it as a
Do
statement? It
you
came out
remember-
because this is all text based.
Do you remember?
Do you remember text messages? People
No context,
misunderstanding
yeah.
in text
No
messages.
tone of
Oh
voice.
yeah, Key and Peele had a whole thing about
There
that.
you
Here's
go.
my question for you. Do you remember Colbert before he was the shill he is now?
Yeah.
When he played the fake character?
Yeah.
Maybe Christine
Was playing a
_team
fake
is a
character.
character
Yeah.
that we're unaware of.
Yeah, she's just
Maybe
trying to fuck
on
with
the
you.
payroll and we don't know.
She's just trying
He's
to fuck
lied
with
to
you.
us before.
No. She's not bought and paid for by me. But
That's what you said about him being fired.
That
today.
is true.
You
You're
didn't trust me.
But what
You're
if
going too far, Phil.
what? No. But what if the joke didn't come through properly because it's via text medium? It's written.
Maybe. She doesn't even remember what she
maybe.
said.
Right. I didn't take that into consideration.
That's very convenient, Christine, that you don't remember what you said. Interesting.
You think about that, right?
Neither do I.
No, because think about that. Think about when you're writing something in text, like in your head, because you know some shit I say. If
Yeah.
you just take it, you laugh. But if you just take it in text form, it sounds insane.
well, actually, sometimes even you straight face so hard that
There you go.
you know what I mean. It could be taken out of context.
So how do you know that she was in her head? You're like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. The way,
Say sorry.
but then the
Say
way
sorry.
it came out as fuck people who commit suicide.
You're right.
I mean,
didn't take
sometimes
that
I
into
watch
consideration,
your
but
podcast or things that we do together with the volume off because it's like I'm in the house, kids are sleeping, and I'm just reading the subtitles, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, did he just fucking say that? So I put
Yeah.
the volume back because it reads like it fucks up a few words. Then you see "kill all blacks," you're like, what? And you go back, it's like, I don't want to kill all the blacks. You're like, oh, okay.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Well played.
but
Nicely done.
I agree with you.
You love
but
this,
here's
huh?
the thing. Also,
I'm gonna
when I
sign
see
it for you.
Christine pop up in the chat, I don't think of somebody who is funny. First of
So
all,
you think it's all serious?
you know, it's always gonna be these weird.
Here comes
statements.
Serious Sam. Yeah, okay, I feel you.
You know what I mean? So
I know.
I don't like when I see you. Like I know you're a stand-up comedian. I know like
Maybe
I get
Christine's a
90%
stand-up.
of the
Maybe
time-
maybe Christine's a sit-down comedian. You don't know. Sitting there typing.
Sitting there typing.
What I'm saying is give the benefits of the
yes,
dudes.
you're right. I will give more benefit of the doubt.
I like that.
Going forward.
I like how this is going.
I apologize.
I feel like you guys have grown.
Yeah, you just grew as a human. I
Him
like
this
it.
way for sure. Ever since you quit smoking, though, you gotta watch that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, he was gaining weight before the smoking. Let's not blame the smoking. Let's not blame the smoking.
No,
He's been
hold on.
eating like an
I was-
animal.
I was
If
gain-
he starts walking again and watching what he eats, he's gonna slim up by the summer. He's gonna be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
beautiful boy.
I was-
But he has to listen.
I was gaining
How
weight,
long
but
has it been?
I was gaining it
How long
very.
has it been, Poseidon?
Hold on, I was gaining it very slowly, but as soon as I quit smoking, it accelerated.
So
like
Joker,
crazy.
you can ban Joker because he's lying. Because I actually saw the comment there, the suicide
Oh
thing.
yeah, I'm gonna throw.
So
him
what
the-
he's saying is, yeah.
I'm gonna throw him in the ghoulie.
No, gooly gooly. There you go. That's for you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sign it. Here you go. That's for you. I made your portrait.
But in all seriousness, I don't think it was a joke.
I don't know. We're gonna give the benefit of the dudes.
Yeah, we're gonna give the benefit of the doubts.
George, what time you have to leave?
How long has it been since you've quit smoking?
I think 4 months.
Has it been
It was
4 months?
it was no 3.5 months. It was end of January or mid-January.
I need
if
to
remember
fucking quit
correctly.
smoking, man. It's like this Herculean task. I can't even get started again after the last fail.
Look, I am a retarded boy. If I can do it, you.
Somebody
can do
just
it.
isolate that clip.
I am a retarded boy. I think
That's gonna be Christine's ringtone.
I think your retardedness may have helped you.
No,
Yeah.
no.
The simplicity of your mind allowed you to just forcefully go through it.
yes.
I don't have a simple mind. I have a complicated mind. That's what attributes the retarded.
No, you do have a simple mind.
have a simple
it's
mind.
very simple. Yeah.
Like the stuff that you sometimes say out loud and you're like, wow, that was fucking deep what I said. I'm like, yeah, if you were 6. You're a simple
But
human
sometimes
being.
I'm fucking around too. bro.
You're just a fucking nepotist. No, sorry, not
Nepotist.
What's
You're
a
you're a
nepotist?
heathen. You're a heathen. That's all you are.
I'm a heathen.
You just fucking. You're like Nero. You just want pleasure all the time. Nom, nom, nom. Think I don't know?
Yeah, you do want. You're a glutton.
You're an instant gratification motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a sign of your
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Well, you jerk off at the candy store. You want it all.
I'll take you to the candy shop, but I can't because I jerked off there once and they threw me out. So now I
Sir,
gotta-
please stop. I can't.
Don't you want to lick this lollipop?
it's a 7 sins.
The what?
You know, because you like glutton, lust, all that. It's a 7
Oh yeah, actually that's a good question. Did you finish the whole book? You did, right?
No, it's still not done.
Which book?
Still not done.
Yeah.
Why do you need to keep reading it if you already quit smoking?
Well, because I still want to finish the book to say
What's
I
the
finished
book?
it.
How to quit smoking.
Stop smoking.
The fucking book I told you about?
Yeah.
You quit smoking without finishing it?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I actually am impressed.
Yeah.
So, but you know what I'm not impressed about? He's like, yeah, okay, I'll continue reading one day.
No, actually, he says if you've already quit, continue reading. That's fine.
Fuck what he says. He already quit smoking. Stay away from that book. Don't think about it ever again. You are now a non-smoker. Don't think about smoking.
No, I think about stuff all the time. It still hits me like
2 minutes after him saying, I'm not a simpleton. I think about stuff all the time.
I think the fact that he is a bit simple, that's why the book worked with him.
no,
Sure.
no, because Mike isn't a simple person, and I worked with him too.
But Mike's a different situation. Everything's different, case by case. We just talked about this with the metros.
I understand.
Look,
case by
to be
case,
honest,
but-
I don't care how it happened. The fact that it happened
It's
is the
good. It's
impressive
good. It
part.
doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm jealous.
If
I
he
am.
does the same thing with sugar and carb foods, the kid's going to be an Adonis by the end of the summer.
That's,
His name is
that's my
Adonis.
next goal. That's my next goal that I want to tackle.
I refuse to quit carbs. I refuse.
You don't. Why would you need to quit carbs? You need to put in
They're
more
not
carbs.
great for you in general. Sugar, I should cut down. I find sugar ruins me lately. As I'm getting older, like I used to love Swedish berries, And I got some the other day, and I was fucked for like 2 days. I was just like burping.
That might have been the gelatin.
I think it was the sugar, to be honest. Like every time I eat anything that's high in sugar, like cake or my stomach gets upset, man. Like
I went to visit our friend Ange yesterday.
Who?
I got sugar-free gum over there from Greece.
Oh, Ange.
Masticha.
Yeah.
I hate masticha.
I had fun. The
disgusting.
only
I had a
love the
traumatic
taste.
experience with it as a child.
It's great gum. The only problem with it, and I recommend people go buy it there. It's on.
It's great for digestion, actually.
St. Peter,
Yeah.
Nyata. You might even catch me and Poseidon hanging out there in the summer. There you go.
Yeah, he's putting out a terrace.
Yeah. So I got because I got a coffee, but then I got the gum because I was like, oh shit, sugar-free gum. It's masticha from Greece.
The Elma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Elma gum.
Oh,
the
yeah, I
the
know.
only problem with it is because I like gum.
You
With
eat like
there's
16
no
of
taste.
them. Yeah.
There's no taste after fucking 40 seconds because there's no sugar. So you end up eating the whole pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, when I
get it.
so for people who don't know, masticha is
And
a resin.
But it also becomes very hard.
It does,
with
yeah.
in
It's
it,
like
yeah.
the original
She
chewing
did
gum.
hypnotherapy, but did it work? Did she quit after the hypnotherapy? This is
Yeah.
the real question.
My mom actually brought it up to me yesterday. She goes, "I want to do hypno." I'm like, "Does that shit work?" I've also heard about laser treatments, but I don't know.
Can
how that
somebody
works.
explain to me? Can somebody explain to me hypnotherapy? You have to be asleep.
No. Okay. So from what I understand is you have a script that you want to follow in your head. Let's say you want to, I don't know, quit smoking, right?
Sure.
So
Script. What?
like they call it a script.
It's because it's not really hypnotism. It's a bit of hypnotism, but it's also a bit of cognitive behavioral therapy, and you're
Yeah.
kind of programming.
So is the
brain.
hypno? Are we using the English to hypnotize or the Greek hypno to sleep?
Hypnotize and hypnos is same.
No,
Same
but I
thing.
want to know if this is the same thing. If you're sleeping or if you're getting
No, they're
hypnotized.
not sleeping. They're not sleeping. It's just
You're going into a relaxed
Let's say
state.
you have a goal, right? Let's say you want, I don't know. Tell me a goal.
You just said to quit smoking.
Okay, to quit smoking, right? And you write down all the why you want to quit smoking and how you're going to do it, and then basically another person repeats it back to you over a few sessions, and that's it. You quit smoking. But I want to.
I love how he was gearing up for this big explanation, and he realized he ran out of fucking information. He goes, and that's it. You quit smoking.
No, because
You're done.
No, it's basically you're repeating yourself what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. But
It's affirmations to some extent.
there you go.
No, but there is a hypnotic element to the way they do hypnotherapy. I had looked into
I
it when I
understand.
tried
Do
to
they
quit.
It's a
have
bit of
a?
both.
Do
No,
they have
that-
a
no,
watch
they don't have
on
it.
a chain?
But they do have.
You were going there.
They do have a metronome. They use a metronome. It's that rhythmic. It does something to the parasympathetic nervous system. I don't know.
I
the
don't think
fucking-
they can get me.
but
I
going-
will never
That's
be a
my
Manchurian candidate.
You know why? They won't work because you think it won't work.
I know it won't work.
No, the second you believe it cannot work, it cannot work.
I am not that
You
susceptible.
need to be open to it.
I need to be open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you open to it? I think you're open to it.
Aren't I open to it?
I think maybe you're open to it.
I am open to it.
Yeah. You're open to it.
I'm open to it.
What if you wanted to shave your head?
What if I want to shave my head?
Maybe you'll shave your head. Should you shave your head?
I should just shave my head.
Let's shave Poseidon's head.
Let's shave Poseidon's head.
And yeah.
Oh, I'm very afraid right now.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
I'm good.
You know what I was thinking? think
I
we
should shave my head.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great Why? That was like the most low budget bit we've ever done.
I know, but I don't know. I find all this shit entertaining. But
I like the idea of the hypnosis, but
Me
I
too,
think
'cause
it's
because
nonsense.
I'm lazy.
Look, I think it's I think honest to God, I think you could just record yourself saying your affirmations and then you press play, bro.
I mean,
and
all
you
that
can keep it
shit worked
simple.
until the fucking nicotine completely left my bloodstream, and I just had no dopamine. I was like, I'm so sad. I just fucking floored
Couldn't you
me.
replace it with something else?
I tried. I started doing walking, like long walks, because it's good for you. It would help for a bit. Then I just fucking maybe I wasn't ready. I don't know. Psychologically,
You should turn to food.
That's what I was trying to avoid. I don't want to buy new clothes. Everything fits me now.
I would argue that you don't really. It has nothing to do with simple. Like when you
No,
read
I
the
was just
book,
fucking with
all you
you.
have to do. No, I know. But I want to address it because you just have to, because you still get like psychologically, you still get like urges to smoke.
Oh,
right?
the urges weren't an issue for me. It was really a fucking like a chemical thing that happened
No,
to me
it
after
was,
about 2 days.
See, me it was the opposite. The chemical shit, I don't give a fuck. Me it was
Because
the-
you're an nasty.
me it was the urges, right? So the urge to smoke, that's so I just
I don't know if you ever experienced this. I would get these flashes in my head, seeing myself opening up the. I would see it. I'm like, no, that's not what we're doing right now.
really that doesn't happen to me. I would get the urge to smoke, but then I would just remind myself of like there's literally no positive
I read the book.
benefits.
I read the
you know
book
what I mean?
twice. Didn't work
So
for
it
me.
just
Wait, hold on a second. I just got this flash. But last week when I was in studio, didn't Poseidon say he had to run downstairs for a smoke?
No,
No, he doesn't
What's
smoke.
that?
he doesn't smoke
Okay.
anymore. He's been good. I would have busted his balls on air if
He went out to take a shit, but that
And,
was it.
outside, which is odd.
Yeah.
Like
I
I know
want
the
there to be
streets
one
smell-
with nature.
I know the streets kind of like gamey in the summer, but it's
Yeah.
spring, bro. Cool it.
But yeah, it's just yeah. But apart from that,
Yo,
I don't
I
really.
keep seeing my shirt on camera. I really like my shirt.
But
That's it.
most of the
Nice. I'm
urges,
very happy with
most
it.
of the urges go away. I would say
You just
90,
masturbate. You would
95.
just masturbate to get through them. I'm sure.
Actually, yeah, I would.
His dick
my
swelled up.
masturbation did my increase.
What kind of percentage are we talking about?
Well, we
Tenfold,
don't, I don't even
20-fold?
want to know. We don't. Nobody's interested in that.
I would say add like
He's gone.
two more extra times a day.
2 more extra times, so he's up to 7. Okay.
Jesus Christ. You're welcome.
You're right. Nobody needed to know that. I didn't even need to know
Yo,
that.
hold on, Mademoiselle.
The
didn't know
janitor
until
here
I
didn't
said
need to know that either. He's very upset.
Evil has been
Though
brought up.
he just connected a lot of the dots.
Hold on, I need to know this. Mademoiselle Muse saying not to try it because it's evil. What's evil?
What's evil? Yeah.
Hypnotherapy.
Yeah, is that like I want to know if there's evil and invocations and shit. I'm out. I don't do witchcraft.
Isn't that voodoo?
Hmm.
You have something on your mind.
Oh, I was just about to say fuck off, but then I'm like, even that takes too much energy.
Poor George, bro. He has to assist. He has
George, are you
stories.
leaving? What's going on?
He's doing
No,
hard.
I'm not leaving.
Why would he leave? It's Wednesday.
He said he had to go early today.
No, he didn't at all.
No. Said I need to be somewhere at 12:30, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
have made it if I
Oh,
can't.
I just
if
wanted
come
him
in.
to leave.
You be
I want
nice.
to talk shit about him.
You be nice. We have one reporter. You be nice to him.
Hey, I'm the one who added the little news icon in the upper corner of his little box.
I like that.
Yeah. Makes it that way. If he says something really, really
I
wrong,
just
we're like,
I
oh,
just
it was
noticed
George.
that.
You
I
never
just
noticed that?
We should implement stonks.
Another little story, guys. Just a follow up from last week. If you remember, I brought we spoke about Bill 96 and how the liberals messed up completely an amendment to force the government, to force the English speaking schools like CEGIP primarily to incorporate 3 French language courses in order to graduate, and it became a whole thing. They realized that they had made a mistake because guess what? They hadn't consulted anyone, and all the English schools started attacking the Liberal Party, saying, "What the fuck are you doing? How could you propose something like that?" So they went back now, and they're asking all the other parties in the National Assembly to accept that they made a mistake and withdraw that amendment. All the parties are saying, "Fuck off! You made a mistake. Live with it. It's we're not doing anything."
Okay.
So the Liberal Party has been in this huge crisis since then. And one of the people that made this proposition was David Birnbaum. David Birnbaum.
What a
gets elected-
name!
Yeah, he gets elected in a riding called Darcy McGee. It's pretty much.
What are you making this shit up, bro?
Who's named Darcy?
Mayor
McGee?
He was
Mayor
ready to go.
Birnbaum from Darcy McGee. We know Darcy McGee, right? Birnbaum's land.
Pitter patter, let's get at
Côte
it.
Saint Luc, Hampstead, there's a
Yeah,
little NDG.
A
Côte
little
des Neiges
Darcy
there.
McGee.
Darcy McGee.
Yeah,
So
it's
he
near where I live,
announced
actually.
on Sunday.
Really?
The news came out on Monday, but he had announced to his colleagues on Sunday that he would not be seeking re-election this
Because he's
year.
been fucking
in an-
misappropriating funds, and we all know it.
What do you mean he's misappropriating?
Isn't he
funds?
the one? Oh, that's Michael Applebaum. Wrong bomb. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
No. David
Wrong bomb.
Birnbaum. He was elected in 2014, I think, for the first time. In any case, a lot of pressure. I don't know if that's really what caused him to not run again. I don't know if it's internally the entourage, Dominique Anglade's entourage, that is trying to just get rid of people that are making dumb
It's fun.
mistakes like that. But at the same time, how does this even become a mistake? Like nobody in the caucus says, I'll do this without consulting my colleagues. I'll propose an amendment. I mean, these things get discussed in caucus. Everyone was on board with it. It was proposed. You made a mistake, and now suddenly one guy gets the blame for it. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's what caused him to decide not to run again. But I just find it's an interesting coincidence that this huge mistake broke out last week, and now suddenly he's announcing that he's not running again. At the same time, let me just add to that there's 2 people that proposed these amendments. One was David Birnbaum. The other one was Hélène David. Hélène David is a former minister of higher education, and I think she was also Minister of Culture. She's responsible, I believe, for the French language file in the opposition. And her as well 2 weeks ago announced that she's not running again. She gets elected out of Marguerite Bourgeois. Basically, it's La Salle, I think, somewhere around there, or Lachine, one of those. districts. So both the people that proposed this amendment that is getting the Liberal Party in trouble right now decided not to run again. So I just find that it's an interesting coincidence, and I thought I'd bring it up for you guys. Not that you care.
Dinka winka. Indeed. It
So
is
there you have
suspicious. You're right.
George,
George.
all you're telling us is that politicians are corrupt, which is something we've known.
No, there's absolutely no corruption.
We should have
here.
a
I just
segment,
think that
George.
It's a dumb decision that was made without even consulting the professionals, which for me is very odd and very rare. Like there was, very rarely have I seen anything like this for parties to bring forth any sort of motion or amendment without having some sort of backing from the quote unquote community.
Didn't we talk about this like 2 weeks ago? Someone else had done it too.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
No, this was last
mixing up.
week. This
Yeah,
was
it
the
was
exact
last
same
week.
thing
You're
last
right.
week,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
the
is a
Liberals.
follow up to that.
Sorry, my bad. I'm going to make you a graphic though, George, that we can throw up whenever you do these types of stories that says breaking but surprising only to George. Okay, pa, 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 pa.
All right.
What else you got?
Let's talk a little bit. There's an article that came out in La Presse. Let me see the date.
Poseidon went to collect receipts.
What?
What happened?
Go on, George, with your news.
Yeah, there's an article that came out in La Presse. Not that we haven't been aware of this, but it's an article talking about how horrible the situation and how embarrassing it is for Canada in dealing with the refugee crisis, specifically with Afghanistan. So the article basically talks about, it's Mélanie Marquis that wrote it in La Presse, and saying how pitiful it is that Canada has completely abandoned the Afghani refugees because they're giving much more importance to the Ukrainian. And of course, we're not gonna put everything to scale now. Which one is more important? That's not the point. The point is that suddenly there's a conflict in the Ukraine, and Canada is doing everything in its power to receive these refugees, and you have all these people in Afghanistan wondering, hey, what about us? Have you guys forgotten about us? And the reason this article came out was because let me just give you the figures over here. So there's more Ukrainians that have arrived in Canada in the last 3.5 months since the conflict started than Afghanis have come in the last a couple of years now since the crisis. Since how long has it been?
Nobody knows. The mysteries of the world.
In 8 months, since that whole
they
embarrassment
abandoned the weapons.
Yeah.
But speaking of Afghanistan, George, did you hear about the time where 4 U.S. Marines went on a mission to investigate a disturbance in a cave, and then they were attacked by a giant, and one of them was impaled by a giant spear, and they've covered it up. Basically, they killed the giant because they kept shooting.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah.
There's no way you believe that.
No, it's not true, but it came up in the.
Yeah.
Like,
did he have
in
only
the chat?
one eye in the middle
no,
of his
not in the
forehead?
chat. It's a thing that's circulating like Bigfoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? I didn't
yeah.
know. I never heard that rumor.
Yeah,
That there's giants in Afghanistan.
yeah, in the cave system.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In any case, so there's a lot of talk now going on about that. A lot of criticism because for the Ukrainian refugees, suddenly all the checks and balances are out the window. Whoever's Ukrainian can just simply come into Canada. It's pretty much, open door.
And you're saying you don't want more Ukrainians.
I'm not saying that. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a lot of criticism right now because the people that want to come to Canada, the Afghani refugees that are seeking asylum and refugee status in Canada, are people that Canadians, whether they be diplomats, government officials, or even the military, have already worked with. We're talking about translators, all these people that facilitated the Canadian Army and the Canadian government throughout all these years in Afghanistan. So all these people have gone through the security background checks. They all this procedure, all this background check has been done. Yet nobody understands why we're having such a hard time bringing those people in. So Giants. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, don't piss, George. You're gonna piss him off.
I heard about giants.
No. If you mention giants again, he's gonna lose his shit.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
Too much giant
Hey.
activity.
Okay.
So the opposition is criticizing the Trudeau government because they're claiming that these are all false promises that we gave to the Afghani people, and I understand.
I
how
agree.
shitty
We
it
have
is.
given the Afghanis quite a many false promises.
Agreed.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy to see how, from the government perspective, it feels as though they are completely just oblivious to that situation anymore. I mean, there's another conflict which we need to take seriously, right? The invasion in Ukraine. We've spoken
Why
about
do
this.
we have to
obviously.
take that seriously? I don't understand. We haven't taken Yemen serious. We don't take the Palestinians serious.
What people?
We don't even take the fact that we helped the Taliban take back Afghanistan serious.
Also have a question for the Ukrainians. They're
Follow-up
allowing in.
question.
Are they checking their vaccination status? 'Cause
No, of
only,
course not. That's absurd.
only fully vaccinated people are allowed into Canada.
No, not if you're Ukrainian.
I see. Interesting.
They're refugees, bro. You can't do that.
Speaking of vaccines, let me just jump on the other topic over here because here in Quebec
People are gonna get
or
angry.
in Canada, the what's it called, the National Immunization Committee there came out and said that, oh yeah, the third dose, we were kind of recommending it. It wasn't really obligatory, but now they're really saying, look, you need to go get it given the circumstances. Now we're well into the sixth wave, especially in Quebec. Ontario's probably going to enter it soon, and they're forcing, well, not forcing, but they're really adamant about people getting that extra dose. I spoke to you guys on Wednesday last week that in Quebec, the health department made the fourth dose kind of open to the people over 60 years old.
Yep.
So it feels like we're kind of back at that, but not really. We don't know how to approach it because we know that public opinion really wouldn't be in favor of anything related to vaccines and other mandates. I think, in fact, in terms of mandates, Quebec is the only province that still has one in place, which is the mask.
That's fine. Who gives a shit?
And it's funny, right? Because we have the most mandates, mostly the mask, and ours ended the latest, but we have the most cases.
But cases aren't what should be important. It should be intensive.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're still using those figures.
I
to
think
say,
we're just testing a shit ton because everyone.
I don't even know.
So many, like Mike had it, right? Mike was out of commission.
How is he? He's good now?
He's good, yeah. He's diabetic. He took the worst combination of vaccines.
Which ones?
AstraZeneca
Eesh.
and I think then Moderna or some shit like that.
Oh God.
Yeah, the worst combination, and he's diabetic.
He remixed it.
Yeah. So fuck off with a mandatory third dose for people.
No, I didn't say mandatory. They're kind of pushing that people should take it seriously and they should get their booster shot.
Well, no, if they should take it serious, then they should do what's best for their fucking health. Get some vitamin D, do some exercise, fucking eat properly.
But the
Yeah,
government,
here's
the
the
government.
here's
hold
the
on.
other funny thing that's
crazy.
happening in Quebec.
But the
because,
reason why they're pushing for it is because they bought 9 doses per citizen. That's why.
That's absurd. Why would you do that?
They can't have those doses go to waste, George.
Sure
9 doses per citizen. Isn't that a little much?
Seems like a
Doesn't
bit
it
much.
expire at some point,
It
though,
does,
if they're
of
not
course.
being
Yeah.
used?
Also, if you need 9 doses, are we going to admit that it's not doing the thing it's supposed to be doing?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Anyone I know who was super pro the vaccine, who got all their doses, up to 3 or 4, not 4, but 3,
fuck.
and then got COVID and got really sick,
Got angry.
they're so mad.
Yeah.
They're so fucking mad. Like, they got sicker than other people did. And I'm talking about healthy people, not people with, like, comorbidities.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
no.
what the fuck?
How long do you think I'll remain the last man standing? You think my time is up?
16 hours.
You're the last. It's like the last samurai.
You're the Omega Man.
I'm the last of the Mohicans. In the crew. There are other people that
But
have
we,
not.
we established that you may have gotten it, but you just didn't know, right?
That's my theory.
That's
Maybe.
that's a good theory.
That's my theory, but I may be wrong because I don't know. But that's my theory because I can't explain how everyone else got it except for me. So my
Yeah.
theory is I had it.
And you were testing.
Yeah, I test all the time. I
Yeah.
panic.
It's
I like
true,
how now
yeah.
they're saying you have to test your mouth and your nostrils. Like, get the fuck
I'm
out
gonna
of here.
start testing my asshole.
Yeah. You know, I photoshopped one of those and added ass instead of nose, and people kept like, "Where'd you get this from?" I was like, "Are you serious? Where's this for real?" I'm like, "No, it's not even the same font, you asshole."
I went in the studio with Mike yesterday. So that's dangerous.
Why? He's still contagious?
I don't know. No one knows. When are you
How
contagious?
many
When-
days
Well,
out
they
is he?
said-
Minimum
okay.
5.
When this started, they said you're contagious for 2 weeks. Even
Then
if
it
you don't
became
have
4
symptoms.
days.
Then it became 4 or 5 days. Or then it became if you don't have any symptoms, you're no longer contagious. So we honestly, but nobody knows. I think we should all stop fucking panicking.
I will say one thing. At the Bordel universe, where almost everyone, comedians, everyone gets it, this and that, the 2 people that I know of publicly that have not been hit, as far as we know, are Luc, the owner, and myself. Me and him had a conversation about it when I was doing a set there last Friday night. We came to one parallel.
Which is?
Since the start of the pandemic, he's been taking every day what I take.
The exact same cocktail.
I take a bit more than him.
What does he take?
He takes 4 vitamin Ds, 2 in the morning.
4,000
2
units?
Yeah, just like I take it every day.
You take 4,000 units of D
sometimes
every day?
6, bro. I'm just pounding that shit back. Vitamin Ds, C's, zinc, quercetin. That's what I take.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
I
Do
think
you have a vitamin D deficiency?
No,
Not anymore, that's for sure.
no. But,
But like, shouldn't you adjust your levels for how much you actually need?
Here's why what you're saying is lunatic fringe shit. Because you're perfectly okay, and most of society is perfectly okay with fucking pounding back jawbreakers, candies, chocolate, Reese's peanut butter cups. But for some reason, me taking an extra 3 vitamins, this was going to kill me. That's what's wrong with this goddamn
That's not
society.
What I'm saying.
True,
That's
eh?
not what
I
I'm
never-
saying at all. I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
No, I'm fine.
first of all, I'm not the type to overindulge in anything except
Goddamn.
for nicotine
and
because I'm an
bread,
idiot.
And bread, I've seen
I
you.
do love bread. But vitamin D in high doses,
Yeah.
it has like symbiotic effects on other parts of your body. Like it could fuck up absorption of other things. So wouldn't you rather know that you're getting exactly what you need than to overtake? Aside from the fact that it gets expensive if you're taking more than you need.
Holy shit, did
Stop
Christine
listening,
just
yeah?
say that a 12-year-old was killed?
What? I wasn't in the chat. What'd I miss?
I just saw a
Oh
dude.
shit! Oh, she got run over by a bus in Longueuil.
Bro, what the fuck?
That this morning in Longueuil.
Yeah.
I heard
Guarantee
something like
she
that. I
wasn't
didn't have time to look
vaccinated.
into it.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. You get fucking hit by a bus.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Because fucking bus drivers, bro. It's not the first time I see this kind of shit, bro. That's
Yeah,
12-year-old,
I know.
bro. What? That's it.
crazy.
Life wasted. Whole life ahead of her because of a fucking. Is it her fault or is the bus driver? Did she run into the street? What happened? I don't even
wonder.
want to know. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's
It's
fucked
sad.
up.
That's
I don't know why we're changing. The point is, vitamin D. So what I do is normally I'll
No, I
take.
just mean maybe you're wasting. You're taking more than you need. You're spending money for
I
nothing.
guaranteed I'm taking more than I need. I will guarantee you this. There's no way any human being needs that much D.
We all need the D.
But no, this is what on a regular day. What I'll do is I will take in the morning. I'll take 2 Ds, 2 Cs,
Okay.
and then I'll
How
take.
many units are the C? Like how? What's the potency? You know?
I keep forgetting, but
I love that you're just taking shit. Okay, go on.
on then, and then I'll take a fiber gummy.
Can I have a question? I got a question for you
Yeah.
because you're the only other person I know taking quercetin.
Yeah,
Does it ever fuck up your stomach?
Kristen, no, zinc does. You got to be careful. You
The
got to
zinc I
eat.
stopped. I couldn't.
If I don't eat enough,
It
and
just
then
occurred to me though.
yeah.
My stomach started to bother me about 3 days after I really started. Like I got into my regimen of the quercetin. I wonder.
Kristen has nothing to do with the stomach.
It shouldn't affect my
No,
stomach.
it
yeah?
affects your blood.
I must have a cold or something.
Yeah. But no, it's never affected my stomach. But zinc does, bro. Zinc makes you feel like I want to die for fucking a half hour if I don't eat.
What like cramping?
No, it just I feel nauseous. I don't feel
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I eat and also try dairy, try some cheese, and then take a zinc, you won't feel.
Yeah,
won't
because
feel
it
anything.
coats your stomach. The dairy.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways,
When
that's,
Anna had
so I'll do
COVID,
2 Ds.
I was. I
I'm
had
telling you my
created a
regimen here.
I was giving her your regimen when she had.
Oh,
the
2
COVID.
Ds, 2 Cs. I'll take in the morning, and then a fiber thing. I only started taking the fiber recently. I heard it's good for your stomach, but I have no problem shitting, so maybe I should stop that. But that might be extra. So
That's the limit.
yeah.
I can
So,
use some fiber.
You could use some fiber.
Yeah.
Grab those jellies. Anyways, and then after, when I come back home, I've worked out the whole day. I'll go again. I'll grab 2 Ds, 2 Cs again.
2
I'll
Cs
eat my
again?
dinner. Yeah, 2 Cs, 2 Ds. I gotta.
I thought vitamin C
and
in
that's
high
when I
doses
take
is
my
dangerous
zinc.
for you.
That's what people say. It's
not
a
true?
total lie. That's well, it depends what high doses are too. Like
Yeah, I guess.
if I eat the whole bottle, but
I've read that C
That's
can-
when I'll take the zinc after I eat.
Vitamin C can dislodge plaque in the arteries. I had read once.
Maybe I have no more plaque in my arteries. So then
Yeah, but if you're taking it too quickly, it
my
can
artery,
cause
it's gonna start
clots.
arterying my arteries. No, I'm fine. And then at night, sometimes I'll walk around and be like, you know what I could use right now? Some fucking Ds, and I'll pound 2 more Ds.
That's crazy, man.
Oh
That's
my
fucking-
God.
I take 1,000 units a day in
This
the
was
winter.
crazy.
That's it.
They're like, oh my God, that's crazy. You guys, we all agreed and we injected ourselves with nonsense that's causing alopecia. And that's not crazy, but me taking these is crazy.
True, eh?
As society, somewhere
mean-
along the road, we fucked up.
I think it's look. I don't want to be closed-minded and be like, look, I judge the fact that you're walking around in the middle of the night going, you know what? I need fucking double Ds right now. Like I just need 2 Ds to get pounded with. But it doesn't feel like you're following any kind of plan.
I am following a plan.
Who God's plan?
I'm
It's a
following.
God's plan.
How's it called? I'm following science. A
Calm
lot
down,
of
No, you're
I'll-
not following
I'm
science.
100%
You've
following
just
science.
decided how many. You're like, I feel like more Ds. Bop, bop.
Yeah,
That's not science.
of course it's science. I'll tell you why it's science.
Tell me why it's science.
Because one of the biggest, not contributors, but I don't even want to say comorbidities, but one of the common denominators
Vitamin
of
D deficiency,
extreme
yes.
cases of COVID was vitamin D deficiency.
I agree with that.
So I'm like, yo, I'll up my D.
Yeah, but
Also, let me explain something to you.
hold
Phil.
on. One
Your
second.
body has
this cup is how much D you can have, right?
Yeah.
When you're at 5,
Who says that?
I'm just saying hypothetically. When you're at 5,000 units, you're here. Everything else is just falling out after, man. You're just wasting them.
Let me waste them. I'd rather waste them.
All right. I'm
and
not
be
saying it's
good.
dangerous
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
I'm
It's
just
not
saying
dangerous.
it's a waste.
It's not also
Because a lot of people that tell me that it's dangerous are also all
Oh,
about
no, I
that
folded
Pringle
my
life.
portrait of you.
Oh no,
The
I'm still gonna keep
Pringle
it.
life.
Yeah, like they're sitting there pounding back Reese's peanut butter cups, like you're fucking dangerous, bro, with your vitamin D's.
I
Like
made a real
it's
life
absurd.
NFT. I made an
It's
NFT.
absurd.
It
You're
is
all
very-
insane. Yeah.
It is actually incredibly absurd.
Yeah.
It-
I'm gonna
yeah.
go take my 6th dose, you fucking weirdo.
They're literally
Dude, I was standing
eating
on St.
recycled
Rock.
plastic.
I was standing on St. Rock watching a guy drink a fucking Nescafe
know
frappe.
this.
What?
What he's gonna say? No.
No, they're literally eating recycled plastic while you're
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
vitamins.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
About what?
A lot of the processed shit,
Yeah, it has plastic in it.
chips, chocolate. They have
Not
there's-
chocolate.
There's
Chocolate too?
anything
Oh, I feel
that's
like vomiting.
anything that's been anything that's come out of a factory.
Oh, maybe,
there's
yeah.
a lot of recycled plastics in them. You're consuming a lot of. Recycled
Oh, and I
plastic.
forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention B12s rather. I also take some B12s. B12
You're too young
helps.
to need B12. Really?
Do you know what B12 is for?
I don't remember, but I know that it's something that the elderly have a deficiency for. I remember
No,
at the CLRC.
it's not a deficiency thing. B12 helps you digest and what's it called? And burn.
Absorb.
Fuck. What is it, Poseidon?
It's a
Carbs and
nutrient
some other
that
shit.
helps keep your body's blood and nerve cells healthy and helps make DNA, the genetic material in all of your cells.
Yeah, basically, I stay healthy.
It helps prevent megaloblastic anemia. I don't know what that is. A blood condition that makes people tired and weak. I see.
You know that? What's that guy's
But also,
name?
it helps you. I have this thing. Is it B12 or D12 that I'm taking? It helps you. It helps you burn shit that you're eating. Like it helps digest that shit
Interesting.
quicker. Yeah.
What I'd like to add to my regiment, now that I have the Quercetin does help. I feel something. I feel like I breathe better when I take it.
By the way, it's
anti-inflammatory,
supposed
yeah.
to. By the way, Christine, it's good that you mentioned that because that's also kind of how I regulated my D taken. Because in the beginning, when I first started and I was
Every
taking
time you
too much
say it.
vitamins,
It's
uh,
biotin.
my pee.
It's
I remember
yellow.
one time, fuck yellow, bro. One time it was radioactive, and then I started to really balance it out. So now I have like normal pee. So that's how I know that.
Here first, ladies.
That's how I know that I'm not overdoing it.
Okay,
That's
that
how I know
that's
my
good.
body could. Because now my body's used to it. Like, yo, this guy's just taking all kinds of D. We gotta adjust for the D intake. There's D's everywhere. Some C,
know.
some C in there too, but mostly D.
Omegas and stuff I get from eggs because I eat a lot of eggs. I wonder if I eat too many eggs. Or was that an old wives' tale that eggs are bad for you?
Eggs are not bad
It
for
was
you.
like an 80s thing, and I don't
eggs
eat
are
too
good
many
for you.
eggs. It's bad for cholesterol.
No, eggs are good for you.
But I do eat a lot of eggs.
Eggs
I
are
want to
very
add
good
more
for you, yeah.
vegetables. Like I might get like a green powder because I can't eat that many vegetables.
I'm telling you guys, you're not thinking about this straight. It seems expensive and all that, but if you supplement candy for vitamins, it's a world of difference.
I'm not spending any money on candy right now.
Well, and that's you, but people out there love candy.
Yeah, I guess.
Candy's big business. Big
My-
candy's out there.
My stomach basically when I was 21 decided like unhealthy things, we're going to make you pay for it instantly. Anytime I eat something that's not good for me, I'm fucked for a couple hours. So I don't eat after 6 p.m. really. Sometimes I do. I try not to.
Same here, but
Didn't you order hot dogs last week?
Daytime is a different
Yeah,
Phil.
we were both there.
Lunchtime Phil is fucking 21 years old. He's fucking
saw-
pounding down steamies and poutines.
Bro, I had to say no
But
yesterday.
nighttime Phil is a different Phil.
I had to say no to Andrew's delicious food at Nyata yesterday.
Why his food is so healthy?
Yeah, he's like, bro, it's on the house. Like, whatever you want. You want pita? You want this? And I was like, inside I wanted it, but I was like, I must stay strong. It was
Why, though?
because it was
What-
during the afternoon where I already don't eat. I fast,
Ah.
and I was like, there's dough, there's bread, and I had a lot of dough the last couple of weeks. My mom made
If you
pita.
want to eat healthy, no carbs, and you can take it home and not eat in the afternoon, you're at Ange's. He has one of the greatest varieties of Greek home-cooked lentils and like pulses, like beans and
He does very good food.
fasolada, that kind of stuff. That shit's great for you.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
like,
well-
fucking, do you eat a lot of pulses?
What?
Like beans in your diet?
not a lot. Some like I have steak, and then I have like those long beans on the side. I like that.
But not like lentils or like lima beans?
I haven't had lentils in a long time.
I had a few weeks ago. I have like...
lentils are a superfood, by the way.
yeah, I know. I have fucking giant lima beans that Ange makes because I love them. At least once a week. There's like you eat like a little bowl like this. It's like you ate a steak. You feel great, and they're not heavy.
Gigantes.
Yeah, the gigantes.
Yahantes. I'm just saying, dude, you think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, hit up some vitamins, dudes. Because again, I thought it was just luck on my end, but Luke does the same shit I do, And he's the other person that maybe he was also asymptomatic or he never got it. Like, so the vitamins are clearly doing something, dudes.
Also, we spoke about eggs. Eggs. Part of the reason why I lost so much weight at the beginning of the pandemic was because most of what I was eating is just
protein.
Is
Is
eggs,
yeah.
and what I would do is I would throw all kinds of onions, tomatoes, all kinds of veggies in with the eggs.
Same.
So I would get.
The only problem is I feel
I'll
like I
get
put
all
too
kinds
much
of-
butter in my eggs when I make them.
Olive oil. Use olive oil.
I don't like the taste as well. Like I prefer butter in my
No,
scramble.
just put a bit. Just put a bit
because I
to
do
lather.
scrambled eggs. You can't
Yeah,
do all
so
of
do I.
It's not the same.
I'm going to
I
say
make
one thing
omelets.
because I see a comment there. It says the good Greek boys are not fasting.
I'm
for
an
Sarakos
atheist.
tea. I'll tell you one thing right now. There are no good Greek boys in this fucking room.
No, it's only bad boys.
There's one on Skype, but it's questionable because he was in politics. Probably a dirty Greek boy.
Yeah.
Dirty boy.
Speaking of fasting for Easter,
I haven't fasted for Easter since I was in high school.
Me too.
I
High school.
don't think I ever
No,
did.
primary
but,
school. My
I
parents used to
remember
make
once it was Friday, which is like the most important day or whatever.
It's
and,
Jesus has died.
I actually would like to, but I can't turn off my brain because I'll think about stuff like that. They'll be like, yo, like my mom will be like, you shouldn't
we
eat
have
fish today.
gone-
And
we
then
have
my
gone,
brain will just turn. I'll be like,
I should
yeah,
eat fish today.
no, I'll be like, yeah, that's what God's like, yo, fuck these wars and these kids getting killed. This malaka's eating fish. So that I can't turn my brain off. Yeah.
I remember it was on a Holy Friday. We had gone with my friends to eat village grec.
Good times.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't-
He's gonna fast
and
for us. Thank you.
Doesn't my mom just walk right in front?
Oh, no.
Looks inside. She didn't come in, but
And
I
finds
saw
you.
we made eye contact.
Oh no! How awkward is that?
That's how I got caught
Started
smoking, by
laughing.
the way.
It's not like we're fucking. It's not like we're 10, and obviously she got upset, but whatever.
I'll never forget.
I can't fast because I
you're
literally
fat.
become nauseous and dizzy. I
Just
can't-
nauseous.
nauseous.
No, nauseous. Sorry,
becomes
nauseous.
nauseous.
That was a good
Nauseous.
word to mispronounce though.
Yeah, I
I
like
become nauseous.
He was trying to be fancy. It makes me nauseous.
You ever have the nauseous?
Nauseous.
But it makes me nauseous, dizzy. I can't function properly.
If I don't eat, I get because like I was thinking about it a few weeks ago because I know you guys intermittent fast.
That's a good name.
I
Bail
was
out.
like, I cannot do that because within like 5 hours of being awake, if I haven't eaten, I get stomach acid. Like 'cause my stomach starts to like.
I
and
could
then
I fast now.
and then I
could
get dizzy.
No, hold on. I could do the intermittent one, but I can't do because the Greek fast is you can't eat meats.
Oh no, yeah,
you know
that
what
I
mean?
know.
So that's
I could do that too. I don't mind. The reason
I just end up eating crap though.
yeah, my thing is more of I can't justify doing that. You get it? I can't justify doing it.
I
That's
get
all.
it.
There's
I
no
get
reason to.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess taking a break.
Yeah,
from
I
meat
do a
sometimes is
24-hour
okay.
fast once a week, every week.
24
that feels
hours.
good.
that's a good thing to do. It flushes everything out of your system.
Yeah, every week,
Yeah,
week, Saturday
true.
to Sunday.
It's called
I
a
do it
water
when-
fast.
Yeah.
You drink coffee on those days?
You can have coffee, water, teas.
I drink coffee all the
What's
time.
this beef and salt thing that what's his name's always talking about?
What's his name?
Jordan Peterson.
I don't know.
All he eats is beef and salt and water.
I don't mind Jordan Peterson, but I can't watch him talk too much.
Hey, he does look like he eats only beef, salt, and water.
There's something about his accent. It's too Canadian. It bugs me.
It's very Canadian.
Yeah.
It bugs me too sometimes.
And we're gonna let these gender laws or whatever the fuck.
What
he
the
talks funny.
fuck
I
was
can't.
that leprechaun
Yeah,
shit?
it's a bit. It's Canadian leprechaun.
Don't put that word into ya. Do your fucking beds.
I don't mind the dude, but
I prefer him now after the whole
You can't
mental
allow- yeah, how
breakdown
does he do it?
and
Yeah,
the drug
yeah.
addiction because now he's aggressive. I like it.
I like him. I like that he's aggressive, but it's just some shit is just too leprechaun-y.
He has that weird Canadian draw. Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting. Where's he from? Toronto, right?
I guess somewhere in
yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Well, why doesn't he sound like other Torontos?
Well,
Torontos.
well, how do you want him to sound? He's like,
Yo, fam.
yeah.
I move different.
Yeah. I moved. We in the 6 now. In the 6, if you're a boy, I call you a boy. We in the 6 now. Like, what do you want him to say?
Sweat, fam.
Fam, listen.
Booyah. I can't even do it. The
I can't even do
man's
the
accent.
Toronto man's accent.
What's his name was making fun of it? I saw it the other day.
Who?
Schultze was making fun of Toronto in one of it when he
Oh,
was there.
dude, it's
He's
fucking
like, why are you
funny.
all Jamaican now?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah. Has a unique spin on the.
I haven't been to Toronto in a long time. Should go visit.
Oh, the
Always
Lions.
nice.
died.
I always enjoy Toronto.
I always feel better about Montreal after I visited Toronto.
Speaking of Toronto, playoffs start Saturday, 6 p.m. Are we excited? I'm very excited.
Football?
No, basketball, the Raptors.
Oh, the Raptors.
Canada's team, Phil. Canada's team.
Yesterday,
Phil.
I held a basketball for the first time in maybe a decade. Stood in front of a net, and I was like, watch this to my daughter. She's like, oh, daddy, you're going to do it. I'm like, watch this. nothing but air 16 times. I was like, what the fuck is
You
happening?
just couldn't hit the rim either.
I just couldn't. I was hitting the backboard sometimes, but I was like, what? Anna's like, did you always suck this bad? I'm like, I don't remember. So I pick it up. I was like, we're not leaving until bro, 32 times I tried.
Oh no!
I
Wait,
finally
but you
got it.
haven't played in forever.
I haven't even held the bat.
Yeah, you don't even.
It was also flat. The ball,
Listen.
like, that doesn't really help. Doesn't make case. It should have been easier if it was
Finding
flat.
excuses, dude. You just suck. That's all.
I really did. It was really bad.
It was very intense. I will tell you guys why. Because the playoffs start against the Philadelphia
Flyers.
76ers.
76ers. I knew that.
People are like, why does that matter? I'll tell you why that matters. Gonna be exciting, but if you recall, the Sixers, the 76ers, was the team that we posterized when the Raptors won the championship in 2019.
I don't know what that means.
It was
Posterized?
when, it was the moment where it was about to go into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
It was Game 7 in Toronto.
Oh, was that that last second?
The shot
Oh wow, yeah.
where time froze and it bounced and it bounced and it bounced and time was already over. And then it went in and the place erupted and I yelled and I started to cry. Yeah, it was a good time. So that was against the Sixers.
I don't
So
know
what
why
I'm thinking is,
you were really painting a picture. I was
Yeah, yeah.
picturing it, but I was, you
There's
know
a
what I was
ding,
imagining in the music?
ding.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Chariots of Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It was such a huge moment, and now they're probably going to want to get the revenge. However,
I like how Greeks say revenge.
Eh,
Revenge.
Revenge. And they think they will, but I will tell you something.
Yeah.
What they are underestimating
What they're going to get
is
is
the power of our rookies. That's little Barnes, bro.
Fuck,
That's
I
what
lost
they're.
interest in
That's what I think they're underestimating.
Have the Raptors been doing well?
Yeah, the Raptors have been doing well.
How are the Montreal Canadiens doing this year? Did they
Not
suck
well.
again?
Not well,
no?
Phil. Not well at all.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Completely different sports. Fuck.
I know. It's still a sport.
Yeah. But
It's like when
Canada's
people
team.
say you can't compare apples to oranges. They're both fucking fruit. You can compare them.
Sure.
Look, Canada's team is always going to be the Toronto Raptors. It's the only team we can all agree on.
It's the only thing we have.
Well, no, there's other teams,
We have other Canadian teams in basketball.
but
In
no,
the
I mean
NBA?
it's Canada's team in any sport is the
Oh.
Raptors. That's Canada's team. It's not even Team Canada. It's the Toronto Raptors are Canada's fucking team. We can all agree. We could get behind them and support them. If you're Canadian and you don't support the Toronto Raptors, that's on you, dog.
For
That's on you.
about 5 years between the end of my preteen years and high school, I wore only one cap, and it was this really cool. I don't know if you remember it. This
Raptors?
purple Raptors hat where the Raptor would come out on the bill.
Oh, that's nice.
And my dad kept saying, "Stop wearing that hat all the time. Your hair's gonna fall out."
Your dad was right.
You might have been right.
I don't know if that's true though.
I don't know either.
I think your hair just falls out.
I remember
'cause
I
of
used to wear it
genetics.
so often when I would take off my hat because my hair was long, not as long as yours. It would just do this thing in the front because of the crease from the cap bill. It would just sit like this, like a weirdo. And I was like, "Your hair's gonna fall out." I was like, "I'll be fine, Dad. You don't know nothing." And then here we are.
I don't think it's that though. I think it's
No,
genetics.
it's not that.
It's
bro.
genetics.
Hold on.
It's genetics, lack of vitamins in my diet, and stress.
I mean, for many years, Phil was on a steady diet of
Pizza,
stress and
just
LaBelle
pizza.
Prevents.
Yeah.
Look, to be honest,
And fucking, I miss working at Bell Pro. I used to eat like 9 steamies a day some days. Because you're working a shift, you have a steamy.
You know what I did
have
on
another
Saturday?
Steamy. Yeah, steamies.
So Saturday I was on St. Catherine
Yeah.
and I was walking.
Like this?
And I went. I was
like-
hitchhiking. No, there was a.
Oh, I thought this was a hooker move for some reason.
No, there was
Sorry.
a.
it's
there
this.
was, the orchestra was at Plaza des Arts. So, anyways,
Which
so,
orchestra?
the
Grand Symphony one?
They were playing like Harry Potter stuff.
Oh, okay. Nerd shit.
So I think so. So I just walked in front of the LaBelle there, and I just stared inside.
Just getting the smell.
No. I just wanted to look at the people.
What time of the night was it? What time of night?
7, 8.
Oh, it wasn't that late
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Because around 2 a.m, that's an interesting
Oh
cross
yeah,
section
no,
of
no,
society.
like 7 o'clock. Yeah,
Puts in. You know, this
Yeah.
crazy
It was
like.
8 maybe. It was
crackheads.
7:30. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was pretty wacky.
It's I remember working the overnight shift on Côte de Neige, the Bell Pro. There was some weird fucking people who'd come in. Just like you're like, how are these guys? First of all, how do they have money? Like, how are these people generating income to eat food?
they're not.
They
They're-
have money to pay.
Yeah, well, they're not generating it. They're
I
finding
guess,
it.
yeah, maybe.
No,
No, they weren't like homeless. They were just fucking crazy.
Bro, you'd be surprised how many crazy people have just regular jobs, bro.
I guess I used to work
You
with
know
some
what I mean?
crazy people. I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Like there are a lot of jobs.
Present company included.
There are a lot of jobs that aren't like. First of all, if you work in customer service, that'll drive you crazy.
I've done it. It didn't drive me
what I mean?
crazy. It was annoying and depressing, but it didn't drive me crazy.
Okay, if you work,
I
was gonna say-
went bananas at the end. I had to get the fuck out.
BANANAS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, if you work retail customer service, that'll drive you nuts.
Did that too. Didn't drive me nuts. Just got bored.
Really?
Poseidon, get me off screen a second. I got to run to the bathroom. Quick.
Oh,
It wouldn't happen.
Don't
if
turn
you-
off his camera. Just leave it on.
Just old men.
What? No, hey. George is older than us. You respect him.
by the way, they were talking about the Lions diet in the chat, and they
What
were
is that?
mentioning.
Gonna eat Africans?
No.
That's how you get enough D.
No, it's
Once an episode.
Jordan Peterson's daughter has something called the Lions diet, where it's just literally.
That's what I was.
meat.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Oh, you mentioned.
I brought
this?
it up. We talked about.
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry, but I googled.
It's beef and salt
I googled Jordan Peterson's daughter.
Oh, you Googled
for
it.
different reasons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Michaela Peterson. She's the one who introduced him to that diet. She has some kind of autoimmune deficiency. She says,
Yeah.
and this is the only way she doesn't have chronic
I
inflammation.
emailed her.
She may be lacking.
I just don't understand.
She didn't get back to me.
Um,
For real, I emailed her. Yeah, she didn't get back to me. No, I didn't email her for photos. I emailed her for
why did you put that up?
to interview her
It's
father.
not even a good photo of her. She her face looks crazy.
No, but she's a cutie.
She's cute, yeah.
Cute,
fine.
yeah.
But I still don't understand how you can survive, how you can get the nutrients you need from just beef and salt.
What is she? Just beef and salt?
Beef and salt and water. That's
No
it.
pork?
No pork.
You know what I
Beef,
think?
salt.
I think they do the vitamins.
No,
Oh,
she
they
doesn't
probably-
do any stuff. I was listening to her talk about it. Just
Really?
beef and salt.
I
If
don't
she
know.
was
here's the thing, here's the
supplementing, I'd
thing.
say okay.
She has some kind of disorder too, no?
Yeah, but her father doesn't, and he's taking it.
Oh.
The same diet. Like, we need other nutrients.
Well, look, here's the thing. I don't know what kind of nutrients. Maybe she's eating some organic beef, which has all kinds of vitamins in it.
Well, Joe Rogan also has
There's no like amino acids in beef, is there? There must be.
Joe Rogan has the carnivore diet, and the
That's
reason
different,
the
though.
reason
No, the
why
carnivore diet is not a problem. People say that it's a problem. If
Yeah.
you eat good meats,
Yeah.
you don't eat the processed shit. You
The
eat good
problem
meats.
is it's hard to get good meat.
Yeah, it's expensive.
yes, it's expensive, but because the only reason
But he
that-
hunts. He'll kill his own deer.
but the only reason
How
that
many deer you're gonna kill?
He has in his freeze. He
Oh,
already
he's in
talks about it.
Texas now. It's true.
No, even before he would go up north and he'd go on a
Do you
spree.
have you had deer?
I've never had deer. It seems
I don't-
gamey.
It is the definition of gamey.
Yeah, I don't want.
Yeah, it's okay. I like bison. That's a good meat.
I was offered bison. Well, I think I ate a little bit of bison, and
really
I was like, oh, okay.
It's like a more intense beefiness to beef.
Yeah, it didn't
It's
feel
good.
crazy.
It's good in a burger.
What I like is I like pork a lot.
But it's not great for
I
us.
like
pork.
chicken.
like
It's not a great meat.
I love pork.
It doesn't have a lot of vitamins.
You
That's
have to
the
have
problem.
good pork, bro.
yeah.
You eat shitty metro pork. No.
No,
I'll get you,
don't eat that
I'll
pork.
get you some good pork.
Where do you get
bro.
your pork?
If I give you some, well,
You have a pork smith?
Off air, bro. The thing is, if you find something good, you don't say it publicly,
Fair.
because then everyone's
But
sworn.
I will tell you where I get my good pork after if you want, because I
Nice.
get good pork.
Yeah.
There's a Greek house, man. We eat good pork.
Bro, good pork, insane.
I hate how people look down at pork.
People look down at pork because they eat shitty pork. If you get good pork, try to make burgers with ground pork.
Yeah, that's what I make them with. It's way better than
Oh,
beef.
so
and it's
delicious.
lighter, too.
I blame
Yeah.
the Muslims.
You know what? My this is my secret. I'll give it to everyone. 2 parts pork to 1 part beef. Lean beef in a burger. Ideal.
Wait, Poseidon, did you say you blame the Muslims for what?
Because
Terror? Like what?
No, because
Oh, George! I didn't notice George was back.
no. Because on camera, I love that I captured it because you were listening to it, but you're like, hold on. What the?
Yeah,
did
what
he
are you mad at the
I heard
Muslims
it.
for
I just
today?
kept going. I
The
stepped
fact
all
that
over it.
The fact that people look down on pork.
No.
Look,
it's not 'cause
the
Muslims.
logic behind why kosher and halal diets do not allow pork is that before, animals would end up eating like pork. Not animals. The pigs were kind of the garbage disposal of the household. They would eat human shit. Like, you didn't have bathrooms with pipes. You just throw your shit outside. Your pigs would eat it. That doesn't happen anymore.
You know what? I wouldn't
That-
eat pork either. If
Obviously,
I saw
that's
fucking-
fine. You can get all kinds of weird shit-borne diseases. Now, though,
Christ.
the pigs are being farmed for food and not for collecting of mind you never know, pigs get up to no good. But I've been on a farm with George where we watched high-quality, BO certified cows pissing in each other's mouths.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was there.
Each other's mouths like a sex
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. It's like one's pissing, the other's like, it was the fucking weirdest shit I've ever seen.
God damn. I
Are
heard
you
of
telling me
I heard
beef
of
is
cows
cleaner?
pissing in each other's mouths, but normally they just run forums online.
Hey.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
But pigs, pigs can eat to dispose of body.
They can eat anything.
They'll eat down to the only thing they won't eat is teeth. So you gotta remove the teeth.
Because they just shit them out. They'll eat them. They'll just
Well,
shit them
they'll
straight
eat them,
through.
but they won't digest
They
them.
can't
Sorry,
digest them, yeah.
they can't digest them.
What
sorry.
freaks me out about pigs is It scares me how delicious they are and how apparently they're the closest analog to the taste of human flesh.
Oh, is that a fact?
That frightens me.
Pigs. No.
My
Look at his
next
face.
victims will be human. For that human meat sounds delicious.
So we're all just cannibals.
It will make you nauseous. You two are safe because I like my meat lean. George, keep working out and you might be in trouble. Actually, you're pretty lean now. I shouldn't say that.
I'm not that lean. I'm not that lean.
I like a little fat.
Stay away
I
from me.
want a little fat.
Stay away
cat.
from me.
I bet you like your meat lean.
Hey, that's not sexual at all.
I don't know.
You like to lean on dudes' meats.
Hey, bro, you know, I feel like I need more D in my life. Do
That's a fact.
you remember that Nova Scotia
Here's
ad?
another thing. That's another thing. Is you're bald.
Yeah.
You were talking about my vitamin consumption.
Yeah. But
Perhaps
When I lost
had
my-
you taken my vitamin
Perhaps.
regimen, you would have had hair.
I, of my own accord and own volition, minutes ago admitted on this show that my hair loss is probably due to bad diet and poor vitamins.
There you go.
That's why I got this weird white patch early. Okay,
No,
now
no. I think the white, that's just genetics.
no. These are normal white hairs. This was probably a vitamin deficiency because it started
Really?
before my pattern
Show
started.
the people.
It's diet.
They can't see.
I diet.
You diet.
Oh, you dyed it. Oh, okay.
I mean, a few people
By the way,
have
when
noticed
you
it.
diet on your
Yeah.
face, it doesn't go on your skin.
If I fuck up, I've done it, but it comes off within a couple hours. It just the skin
Yeah.
exfoliates
I've
itself.
always wondered.
My wife had told me once, because like women dye their hair like throughout their whole lives, right? Like unlike men, that apparently cigarette ash takes dye right off the skin. It's like an old hairdresser's trick.
Interesting.
Seems like a Greek thing, like I fix, no problem.
No, bro, I fix it. Don't worry.
Your face.
But
Wait.
I've never tried it. Something in the ash itself just exfoliates the skin and the dye comes off.
Probably the thousands of chemicals.
It might be that. It might be that.
That's a good call there.
Are you a scientist, Poseidon?
Could be the bleach. Okay, that's
Or
interesting.
the formaldehyde.
So for hair dye, if you dye your hair,
Yeah.
will your hair know and react and then start becoming more white, lose its color, or you can dye your hair
I have
once?
no idea. I really
No,
don't know. Don't you
what-
remember? I had dyed hair in high school.
in order
you remember?
to dye, in order
I
to
I had
dye your
frosted
hair,
my tips. It was the fucking 2000s,
That was everyone
bro.
do that. Well, I remember they frosted my tips once, and
Did they?
I was.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember
looked like
this.
Nick Carter. I was.
You mean
I was bullied.
Chad Kruger?
No, Nick Carter. That's what my friends called me. They bullied me relentlessly,
I still want to do the M&M.
and every day I knew that I
Don't do it.
deserved
You
it.
have good hair. Just enjoy
Do you
it.
remember that? I did. They're like, "Fuck, bro, I can't stand you with your Nick Carter hair." I was like, "I deserve this."
I had. It wasn't like Nick.
And
Carter.
it wasn't even
more
a
of
choice. Here's the best part: it wasn't me going in and be like, "I want the Nick Carter." It was literally me going to get an expensive haircut for the first time. And Lizzie, you know what? Look, we'll frost your tips. I didn't even know what the fuck that means. I was like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "The tips."
You
we're
thought you were
change."
gonna get topped
yeah,
off,
Yeah,
eh?
Like I thought she was gonna get like the way she was gonna cut it or it's gonna be
Yeah.
lighter up there. And I remember when she took off
Wait, was
tin
your hair
foil.
long at that point?
It was medium at that point, so it was just up. It was spiky. I remember when she took off the tinfoil. You know when you feel like you're falling. That's how I felt. And I didn't know what to do. I was like,
Please tell me you have images.
Yeah, there's photos. Yeah.
No.
And you had spiky tips then.
Yeah.
No, I had done the.
Like
it was
Nick
the
Carter.
NSYNC. I
No,
did
and
the
then at
NSYNC.
one point it went down. It was falling on the side like a mushroom. I look like Nick Carter, bro. I look like fat Nick Carter. I look like fat
cannot
Carter.
I really cannot remember you with short hair.
I can.
It wasn't short.
It wasn't very short, but I can vaguely remember it. I swear to God, I think I have a photo of me with frosted tips on my phone.
Oh my god.
I think when you call me, your photo has hair.
Really? No, you have the Alas FC photo of me with a cap on.
Oh, is that what I have?
Yeah.
Also, you blamed your hair loss on
Bad diet. And anxiety.
hats.
Now that was just a joke.
Oh,
Like, my
okay,
dad
okay.
used to say that to me all the time. Do I have it? When I moved into my parents' duplex, like last year when we moved back in, I found this photo of me. It's still on my grandmother's fridge. I'm like, I'm 14 years old here. I'm wearing glasses. This big cross, like a black cross.
Oh, you were fighting vampires.
Yeah, fucking angel. I had the Borealis frost, and my hair's just fluffy and up, and the top is just caramel, just ridiculous. I look pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. For the era, I look great.
You look like a fucking match, bro.
But yeah, I look like a fucking match. Exactly. That is exactly what I look like. You nailed it.
You're starting fires
When
everywhere
did
you
I
went.
move in?
bro.
I moved in July. I'll find it before the end of the show.
Oh,
but
that's funny.
someone keep this conversation going while I search.
I never dyed my hair. I always wanted to, just to, not even for the reason to look, just to fuck around.
I
you know,
went to
just
a
for just for the
primarily-
gag. I always wanted to do it.
I went to a very skater school.
I never felt compelled to do that.
No?
Honestly.
To frost your hair?
When I
Yeah,
did
I
it,
didn't
I
even
walked into the
dye it,
house and my father looked at me and goes, "What, you're gay now?" I was like, "What?" I'm like, "No,
I've
I'm not
always
gay."
been gay, Dad.
He's like, "Why are you gay?" I'm like, "I'm not gay." He's like, "Your hair looks pretty gay." I looked in the mirror. I'm like, my hair does look fucking gay. Like I knew right away. He goes, you pierce your ear?
But
You're getting
really,
the fuck out of here.
the truth, no self-respecting gay man will be caught dead dressed like that.
Yeah, it's true,
Probably
actually.
not. Actually, in the mid thousands, the aughts, whatever they're called, maybe. Maybe I was pretty
Didn't you
stylish.
pierce your ear at some point? Didn't you have an earring?
Me?
Yeah.
Never. No, I hate
No?
I hate piercings on men. I think they're very, very homosexual.
What?
If you're a homosexual, more power to you. Do it.
What do you mean
If you're
piercings?
not, yeah, I don't like piercings.
Like earrings and all that shit.
I
Well,
feel
what
like
does your sexuality have to do with
I
your
feel
style?
like making yourself ornate like that is a lady thing. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I'm sorry. It's fine. You want to do it. I'm not gonna judge you, but I would never do it. Even though I just judged you on air.
I feel you
technically,
did, yeah.
You are the epitome of ornate.
I have
You walk around like
I
a
have two
fucking
piercings.
Christmas tree some
What are you
days.
talking about?
Just fucking jewels and shit and bling.
It depends on
That time you had the grills? That was weird.
What are you talking? I never had grills.
Never had
But you gotta be able to. You gotta be able to.
You should.
Wait, Poseidon, you have an earring, no?
That's what he's mad
earrings.
about. He showed me his
I have
earrings. He's
two
like, what the fuck, bro? You calling me gay? Yeah.
Why is he derailing the last minute and a half? He's just yelling gay, gay, gay. What's the matter?
I don't know.
Are you okay, bro?
I'm still looking for this picture, so I'm distracted. I'm trying to stay in the conversation.
lot of-
You have to
it's a lot
go
of
to-
gay
you have-
hate,
You have to
bro.
go to the washroom.
Oh, I found it.
Let me see.
Gay. Let me see. Let me see. That is that the frosted tips?
Yeah, they were growing out.
Oh.
That's so
you
funny.
look, bro. You look nothing like that.
Yo, whoever can get in on it can see it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
you can see it,
bro.
George.
I see it. I see it.
Hair.
He unfortunately sees it.
I
hair
remember
like
that.
that.
Phil.
God damn. No one would have ever thought you'd go bald.
No, I had really thick hair. When I started losing my hair, my mother's like, go to the doctor. Your hair's too thick for it to be falling out. The doctor's
God
like,
damn.
his hair's falling out. Normal.
You know how some people have receding hairline? What's the opposite of receding?
Not receiving.
Proceeding? Like it's coming down?
I have proceeding hairline.
do not have a proceeding
I
hairline.
swear to God, bro, I have to shave it more and more back every time sometimes. Like when I go to the barber and he has to
It
line
goes all the
me
way
up.
down to his eyebrows.
Yeah, I swear. Well,
Fucking Benicio del Toro over
I
here.
swear to God, when it grows out, it's very close to my eyebrows. It's actually scary. I look Filipino.
I like when I Filipinos aren't hairy.
They have a.
They have no foreheads.
No, have you seen Filipino hairlines, bro?
No,
They're
I never
super
paid
low.
attention. I'm just always amazed by how friendly they are as a people. I love them.
Who?
Filipinos.
Filipinos are nice, yeah.
My delivery man the other day, because I live in a duplex now, so they don't come upstairs. They leave boxes downstairs. So I ring and then I have to go down. As I'm coming down, the guy, he's all the way upstairs. He's like, "Good morning, sir." I'm like, "Hi. I have a delivery from Mr. Philip." I'm like, "Thank you." He goes, "Have a great day."
Yeah, they're
Jesus
awesome.
be with you. I'm
I
like,
think-
that was the friendliest shit ever.
I think Filipinos are
They're the nicest people.
They're my favorite people to just deal with in general. In
Yo,
everyday life.
They're just nice.
I gotta say something to you.
Yeah.
In the chat, they go that peroxide and all that for the hair is bad. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
It's very. I don't put it. I put some shampoos. I put some conditioner. I comb it. I blow dry. I just buy. I buy some expensive hair product. It's called AG. I add for the volume. You know the volume. I put the mousse some time and then blow dry, and it gives very much volume to give life like pop star.
like pop star.
But I was gonna do it like a one-off thing, just to do it for the gag. You know what
Jorge
I mean?
wants you to do the Cisco thing, which
What's the
you
Cisco
are.
thing?
It's the same thing like Eminem. He just wants it
Yeah.
frosted. But Poseidon's gonna do that anyway. He's been talking about it. It's one of those.
I thought Cisco was painted. Like he would shave his head and then just paint
Yeah, he's
the
not
silver.
gonna do that. He's not black.
That's more fun.
But yeah, no,
I
no,
had the Cisco beard at
He's
one
gonna
point.
end up doing the frosted thing because it's been on his mind for
No,
the
not frosted.
longest time.
Like
He
that's-
wants to
Eminem
do
bleach.
it.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
it's been on his mind for the longest time.
Look, I'll be honest
And I
with
know
you.
it
If I had
damages-
if
hair,
you're gonna do it, I suggest you wait till the summer.
Yeah.
You do it for the summer, so you have it for the month. You're out, you
And
take
it's gonna grow
photos,
out.
and
Yeah,
then it
yeah,
goes
and you
back.
have to wear that tracksuit all the
I would
time.
do it.
He's gonna look like a drug
exactly.
dealer.
Well, I would do it. I would do it for July, the month of July.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know.
You come to the shows and just
Yeah,
to laugh.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking hilarious. The images,
Yeah.
everything. That I've always wanted to do it for the gag, but I don't know.
This is your time.
Yeah, I
this
think
is your
so.
summer.
I think this is the summer to do it. I think I'm gonna do it this summer.
I don't know, man. Look,
get it
part of me
bleached.
thinks you shouldn't do it.
Look-
But part of me is like, you know what? You have the hair, fucking do
The
it.
only thing I'm afraid about is damaging the hair, like Olga said in the chat.
might-
But I mean, it's one time. How bad?
No, it's not gonna ruin your life.
I only
one
did
time.
it one time, bro. Look what happened to me. I tried reefer once. Now
Now
I'm
he's
gay.
gay. Yeah, try. Okay, I'll help you out. We'll get it done. This. I'll get an appointment for you.
My girlfriend's gonna fucking freak the fuck out.
You want to go to my Albanian barber? I feel like that's the place to do it.
I don't
He's
think
a
they
hood
do that.
barber.
No.
He's a hood barber.
No, I want to do it by. I want to do it with a professional.
He's a professional.
No, not a professional bleacher.
First of all, Albanians can never be professional at anything. Let's be honest.
I like Alex.
They
He's
could
a
be
good
professional Albanians.
Touche.
Dua Lipa is Albanian.
Kid. She's professionally hot.
Racist, but hot.
She is racist. Yeah,
All right.
that's true.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Listen.
Hey, George is back from the bathroom.
If you enjoyed this, then I got questions for your sanity.
Yep.
But what I would say is you follow the men behind this show. First up, Phil
Hey-o.
Billy Balabanos, son of Bill. Phil Balabanos can make commercials
middle name.
for VU. Head over to balabanos.com. Links are in the description.
I'm also launching this brand new NFT on OpenSea later today.
It's an NFT.
Tweet.
It's a wacky version of me. I look a little older. I look a little longer.
I was looking
but
into
it's
the
kind of me.
future.
Yeah. So Phil Balabanos can make a hardcore commercial for you. Pounding commercials can be made for you, so you can sell your product. What is your product? Do you sell planes? Do you sell automobiles? Do you sell trains? Phil can help you sell that shit with a propaganda film made specifically for your product. Balabanos.com. Hire Phil. Also, Balabanos has his own podcast. It's called Fill My Hole, and it's just as gay as it sounds. Fill My Hole, weekly on Phil Balabanos' YouTube channel. Check out the links in the description. Let's go over our buddy George, Jiggity Chandrizos, all the way from the South Shore, the shore whore himself. George has a podcast called Just Us Dads, a hit podcast. It's about dads, for dads, with dads. Also, not really about dads. Mostly about children and dads and wives. Everything but dads, really, but it's called Just Us Dads. It's just not for dads. So Just Us Dads, weekly. Very fun show. It's the only podcast that talks about parenting that I can stand to watch because the dudes on it are nice, funny people. Just Us Dads, every week. Links are in the description. He's also bringing back the Backstage podcast with hard-hitting interviews as soon as these politicians become available during their campaigns. Follow Poseidon producing this show. Poseidon is the Poseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. And he's also on Twitch. He's playing video games, and he wants you to watch him play with his gaming console. The Poseidon69 on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/The Poseidon69. A new episode of 2 Drink Minimum just dropped. Find out why Poseidon thinks dogs are racist on the latest episode of 2 Drink Minimum. Also, what kind of scams was his family up to over the weekend? Find out in the latest episode of 2 Drink Minimum. Thank you guys. PantelisComedy.com. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Thank you all and go fuck yourselves.
Later, guys.
Here.
Bye, George.